Good morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy, as today we look to do the Slytherin partial playthrough and house quest. Good morning, I hope your week is ending the way you wanted it to. We're back this morning for 3.5 hours as we continue trying to get these partial playthrough trophies. This is the final one we need to do, so today we get to see the Slytherin house for the first time. The Slytherin common room, I should say. And their house-specific quest. It's been an interesting one so far. We managed to do Ravenclaw in 3.5 hours. We managed to do Hufflepuff yesterday in 2.5 hours. So today, the aim is to spend the first 2.5 hours doing this. And then after that, we will be moving back to our main playthrough and focusing on our main character. That is the plan. We've still got lots to do in the main game itself. Thank you to those that have taken part in the vote so far for the next main live stream game. That will be running until we finish Hogwarts Legacy. I'm not going to take the answer until we've finished and obtained the Platinum Trophy. That's my thinking. Maybe the day before. Depends if we know when we're finishing. So that vote is still ongoing. So do have a look, have your say, and let us know what you think. Now, the partial playthroughs have been, for me, they've been okay. I am a little bit concerned you guys might find it a bit tedious. It's the same story over and over again, obviously with a different house. It is interesting to see the different house colours and the different common rooms, admittedly. Thank you. Good morning to those in chat. I can't see it while I'm filming the YouTube side, so bear with me and I will catch up. So yeah, it's interesting to see the different houses and stuff and the common rooms. The story itself is generally the same. The house quests lead to the same point. But they have different ways of getting there. Azkaban yesterday was interesting. There wasn't much there, to be fair. It was nice to see an extra bit, but it wasn't much there, to be honest. I suppose it's the most interesting one because you just go to a new location, I suppose. Whereas Ravenclaw's was just nothing really to it, unfortunately. But there we go. We've got 3.5 hours. We'll aim to get this partial playthrough done again in 2.5, if possible, and then we'll move back to main character. And next week, hopefully, we'll have this finished. That's the plan. Marvel Cuphead, good morning. How are you? No, we're just starting, Marvel Cuphead. We're just starting. Thanks for the like, that was much appreciated. Let me just check sound. Cool. Yeah, we're literally just starting Marvel Cuphead, so you haven't missed anything. Right, I do need to put out a quick tweet. Bear with me while I can't type and talk. Yeah, I don't know what. Even after all this time, you would have thought I'd be able to type and talk. It's one of those things that I've just never been able to get my head around. It's like multitasking. I get to a point and then it's not too bad. Massive thank you to those as well that watched or joined us last night for Marvel Midnight Suns. We finished the Venom DLC. Yeah, we finished the Venom DLC, which was okay. The ending was a bit weird. I think Morbius will continue that ending. I think that's why it's been left the way it has. But it was okay, I suppose. Good morning, Stein. How are you? So, because the vote for the Platinum Trophy was unanimous to do it live, we are doing the trophies for partial playthroughs. So you need to do 3 partial playthroughs in order to get the Platinum Trophy come the end. So that's what we're doing. We'll go back to our main profile and finish everything else off. Hopefully for the last hour of this stream, plus next week. We've done Ravenclaw's partial playthrough, we've done Hufflepuff's, and now it is time for Slytherin. That is the plan today. We are going to do Slytherin's partial playthrough. You have to do this, otherwise you won't get the platinum trophy. You have to do this many partial playthroughs. All you've got to do is just get to the. I want to change the voice just because it's
That was
different voice.
quite something.
No, I don't want that voice.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Yeah, we have to do them, otherwise we can't get the platinum trophy. Personally, partial playthroughs to me are a bit annoying, mainly because you're replaying the same thing. But the only big difference with this is the house difference, so you do get to see something different. The others I've named after the house itself, just so I know which ones they are. Can't quite do that with Slytherin. Slytherin doesn't quite split the way the others did, so I thought I'd go for a famous Slytherin character, Draco Malfoy. He's going to be 100 years earlier than he should be. That is our plan. Again, we'll skip the cutscenes and the talking where possible, just so we can speed things up. As I say, yesterday we managed to get this done in 2.5 hours. The hope is we're around that today, and then that gives us an hour's main character, and then we're back to the main account after this. This is the last one we need to do. I don't know what the Slytherin house mission is, so that'd be interesting to see. Thank you for the like, much appreciated, whoever that was. So we've been attacked by a dragon, we're back here again.
You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
As I say, we've got to try and get through this as quickly as we can, and until we get to the point of where things are new, at the very least. But we know if we speed through it, it takes around 2.5 hours, which isn't too bad for partial playthrough.
What happened?
The actual platinum trophy itself is 0.3% or something, like ultra rare. So I'm assuming people don't want to do the partial playthroughs 3 times on top of their main playthrough as well.
Professor? Sir?
Or they get fed up with the collectibles. One of the two.
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly.
But we know what we've got to do. We know how we can speed it up and where we can speed it up as well. So that helps. Some conversations can be sped through as well.
I'm feeling better, sir.
It basically means we can just chat away for the next couple of hours as we get through this, until we start seeing new things.
We've no idea
which will happen.
This port key, or why.
And like I say, this is the last one. After this, we're back to main account only, and we'll get everything else done. We need to find out what flues are missing, because that's the trophy I don't think we've got yet, is all the flues. As I say, we should get perhaps an hour on our main account this morning, and then next week we should be getting. I've got a feeling we'll have Hogwarts Legacy finished by the end of next week. That's kind of the way it looks to me, as long as we don't get stuck in anything. I'll have a proper look at trophies over the weekend, so I have a plan in my mind in case there's any combat-based ones that we need to focus on. We need 5 more levels on our main character to max level. That's the trophy. So there's a few things we know we can focus on.
I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Right, let's move. I apologise to anyone that thinks that finds this a bit tedious having to redo this again. But this is what trophy hunting comes to sometimes. You have to go back and redo things. We had to do it with Mars Morales. We had to do a full playthrough on New Game Plus, which, when you know the story, is a bit tedious, but then you know where you can rush through things as well. And it's weird for me when I'm skipping cutscenes. I never normally do that. This is really weird. I'm getting used to it now. The first time we did the first partial playthrough, I should say, not second, first one. It is weird how you notice new things that you didn't notice the first time.
But I am certain it was to do with that search.
But yeah, hopefully that answers your question, Stein. We need to do 3 partial playthroughs with the other house. We need to get to the map chamber with all the houses individually.
Why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
I suppose it adds some replayability, especially if you want to try and be a different type of wizard in a different house. So I could see that benefit, I suppose.
What really matters is the one who wields it.
Right, come on, Fig. Let's get through this, shall we?
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment.
As I say, we will do our main
Someone
playthrough as
wanted to
well
block this path.
later on this morning.
Let's see some of that one
We have to
work
get
you
this
were
done. I'm looking forward to seeing
practicing.
the Slytherin common room.
Focus on the center.
So far, Hufflepuff has the best common room in my mind. I think their common room was the nicest and you know, different to everything else. So yeah, definitely Hufflepuff win with the best common room so far.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
But we'll see what Slytherin's is like. Will Slytherin live up and beat Hufflepuff's, I wonder. I can't climb up there till he says about it, can I?
Ah, up there.
Yeah, there we go.
We're close now. It's just ahead.
Right, we can repair the bridge.
Steady yourself.
There's some bits you can't skip, like this. There's nothing we can do. We've got to wait.
Reparo.
I think we're finished with team for a goal. Right, let's go. We know what we've got to do in here. We've got to find the portal, which is around the back.
Almost there.
Right. As I say, this is the last partial playthrough, so it won't be much more after this. It's just main story.
This here.
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey.
I don't know how far I can
here
walk
for a
off
reason.
before it
Let's have a
stops me.
look around for anything
There
that
we go.
seems out of place.
Look around for anything that's out of place. Well, around here, there is a portal. There we go.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
It's amazing when you think how much time we spent on our first main playthrough, exploring all this, making sure we saw everything, and how quick it can be done.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again. Like the glow on the portkey.
So we just need to get through this bit. We're not too far away from being in Hogwarts, to be fair.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
So this we can skip all the cutscenes. So this is where in Gringotts we've been here. This is the 4th time.
Hello?
There we go. That's been skipped. And that. And that.
Here we are.
And now we're here. It is definitely nice being able to skip the cutscenes. It does speed things up. Like I say, the partial playthrough, the first one we did
When was the
for
last time this vault was accessed?
Ravenclaw took 3.5 hours.
Has been stationed at
Second
my
one
desk
yesterday,
for
Hufflepuff took
hundreds
2.5.
of years.
So I'm
In
estimating
that
this will take
time,
2.5 as well, depending on the
no
house
one
quest
visited Vault
and how
12
much there is to do on the house quest. To be
today.
fair, obviously the more there is, the longer it's going to take. But yeah, Azkaban yesterday in the Hufflepuff one, I understand it's a partial quest. It's not a full quest, is it?
Thank you for your help.
It's just one long corridor. It was quite cool to see they'd put a bit of Azkaban in the game, but it wasn't. I don't think any of the house quests are all consuming, to be fair. I think they're all mini quests, aren't they, that aren't meant to be all consuming. They're just all a bit different. You
What do you
basically get to the
suppose we
map
should be
chamber in
looking
4
for?
different ways,
I'm not sure.
effectively.
Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
I did try saving when on the sorting hat to see if we could, you know, speed things up that way, and it wouldn't let me save it.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here.
Obviously, this is where we learn Revelio.
Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we?
Let's see.
Ready your wand and focus.
Yeah, when with the hour or so we have left in the stream this morning, on our main playthrough, we will aim to do whatever we come across in whatever order.
I saw something.
And next week, I think I'll be a bit more organised in terms of making sure we know what we're trying to do and when.
A door.
Because there are some combat-based trophies. Somewhere you've got to try and have them what the move is, but there's a move you do, isn't it? When you're invisible and you go behind an enemy and they don't know you're there. There's a move you do. Well, you have to do that a certain amount of times for a trophy. I think it's 50 times. Obviously, I don't know how many times we've used it, so we're going to have to sneak into a few camps and do that. So it just means we're going to try and focus on certain elements of combat sometimes. But we'll get there, I'm sure. Thanks for the like, but it was much appreciated.
What do you mean?
As I say, apologies if this is a bit tedious for people,
Some sort of test.
but we're following the community vote as well with the Platinum Trophy. So this is a must.
Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Alright, come on, Fig. Where we going? Let's get there. Can't go any quicker either.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Okay, this will be our first introduction to combat in a minute.
What happened?
We need to do just Lumos is what we need to do.
It suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yeah, we're fine.
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
What statue?
Done it a few times
I
now.
see some sort of
No, he's
statue,
going to say in
but
advance.
only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast
We should,
Lumos.
but you need to teach us it first. I'm looking forward to 100% in the game, to be fair. I think to have seen everything that possibly can see, I think will be incredible.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Does indeed follow the light. Can't skip this cutscene either. This is where we need to defend ourselves.
Look out!
Protego!
Accio! Descendo! Levioso! Deposo!
He can really handle himself, can't he? Right, we got a Protego incoming attacks times 3. So I do need to just get attacked. Come on, attack me. That's 1. 2. I need you to attack me. Come on. Number 3.
Stupid one, take control. Stupid one. Deposo.
There we go, we defended ourselves.
Stay close!
I'm here.
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor,
There we go.
where
We need to
are
get to the
you?
next bit.
This
So
isn't
follow the
good.
magic.
Where am I supposed to go?
Follow the ancient magic, and we shall get there.
What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Yeah, indeed, they're leading us to here.
Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again.
Okay, Lumos,
Revelio.
Revelio.
I suppose I'm on my own this time.
All the statues, we're going to be over here. If we get to this, where they all meet, if you stand there, it just makes this a little bit quicker and easier.
I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
And we are going to be fighting all three of these. There we go. So we're going to hold it. We've got to stupefy 3 times to the counter. That's 1. 2. Number 3. Now we just destroy them. I didn't realise actually stupefy is slightly different. I always thought you did, if your timing was good, you got stupefied. In fact, if you hold triangle, you get stupefied. So it's just pressing it. So actually it's not a timing thing, which is all the way through the game I thought it was. You're just going to hold the button. But yeah, I always thought it was a timing thing, but it's not. Job done.
Lumos.
Where we're heading this time, over here. Because it's in the dark and you move, you don't really know where you're heading straight away. So it sorts itself out. Right, we're heading for this room. Ancient magic's pointing the way. Through the doorway. As I say, a lot of this we're going to be able to skip as well. The memories and things, we've seen them now, we don't need to see them a 4th time. I am also conscious of skipping a little bit because we have had the game crash on us once. So I'm conscious that we don't want that to happen again.
That's what you're seeing. Oh!
Right, we're here. We're at the school.
Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Can't get past any of this bit. So this is where we pick our house for our 3rd partial breakthrough, but our 4th in total. Thanks for the like, but it was much appreciated. Obviously, none of this can be skipped. This is where we pick the Slytherin house. We get to see our house common room, which will be different. We'll have a little look around at that. I don't think it's going to be Hufflepuff's common room. I think Hufflepuff seems to have the nicest one. It may do though, we'll see. I'm glad this is the last partial playthrough we need to do though. I wouldn't want to do any more than what we've done so far. And it's nice there's a little bit of difference in the partial playthroughs, but still. When you start knowing what they're going to say before they say it, it kind of gets a bit like that. But at least we'll achieve the trophy for it today. That is the plan. I can't skip any of this.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony.
I was trying to see if we get sorted out to actually pick
no
Slytherin
expert,
for us. I know it's down to your answer.
Seems more.
I'm curious to what it wants as a Slytherin. So
I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but
I'll see if I can try and get it to pick it for us. We've had it pick Gryffindor for us, and we've had it pick Hufflepuff for us.
For the moment, I ask that you keep all
The rest of the ones, I think that's the only 2 I've had picked for us, to be fair.
Of course, sir.
Even Ravenclaw I had to pick myself. And on our main playthrough we had to pick Gryffindor ourselves. I can skip this bit, there we go. Now give me the opportunity to skip.
Nigellus.
Professor Weasley! We've won.
Right, sorting hat.
Yes, a bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Sorry to
I'm
explore.
looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
I'm trying to think what answer we need to give to get to pick
Much
Slytherin
can
for
be
us.
gleaned by having an adventurous.
Out of the two, I don't think a Slytherin will be looking forward to
Your
lessons.
professors have a great deal to teach you as well.
Okay.
I wonder. I detect something in you. A certain sense of.
What is it? What is the bit of the text? So, ambition. I'm going for ambition for Slytherin and see if it does it. I'm trying to get it to pick it for us, see if we can.
To go after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps
There we go. We actually got it to pick Slytherin for us. We do indeed belong in Slytherin, please. Thank you very much. Slytherin house known for cunning, ambition, and a hunger for power. There we go. This is our fourth and final house.
Slytherin!
And now we will get to see the Slytherin house common room for the first time.
Oh, and one more thing.
I can skip all this.
Due to the unfortunate...
There we go. It's always nice when you can skip
It's
some of
quite
it.
uncommon for a student.
Oh, did I miss her opening the common room? I did, didn't I? I should have actually waited. Okay, we're going to get to see the common room anyway now. I suppose the actual bedroom looks different to the others. It's mainly the green, I think, that makes it stand out.
Better head to the common room.
Right, common room time. Let's have a look what Slytherin's common room looks like. Will it beat Hufflepuff's? Which I think is the best one so far. It's all very metal, isn't it? Compared to the others. Let's have a
I
look.
suppose some introductions are in order.
Slytherin common room. What do we think? It just looks old. I think if you compare it to some of the others, it just looks old. It looks a bit grand, I suppose, as well, the staircase and things. But yeah, I wouldn't say. I think Hufflepuff's is still the best. I think it just looks the better one.
Well, I suppose. No.
It's a big snake on there, isn't it? Right, speak to Sebastian. Let's meet Sebastian for the first time.
Can I help you?
I can skip.
Ah, you're the new fifth.
Thank
Can
you.
skip the talking as well, to be fair.
Still, dreadful wait.
Professor Fick.
Indeed.
In fact, if we
It's
press
all-
lots of buttons, it
didn't
does
mean-
skip the talking.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian.
Nice meeting you too.
Obviously, we know who Sebastian is, so there's no reason to really do too much with him. If there's anyone, if the other people we speak to we don't know, then a different story. But yeah, it just looks really old compared to some of the other common rooms, to be fair.
If you do that, you'll lose.
Not necessarily a bad
Trust
thing,
me.
but I think it's very dark. I think Hufflepuff still has the best common room.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Let's just see what. So he's playing
Don't
chess.
say
Look
I
at that.
didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you.
Melda was. I was going to say teach him how to play, but
You
not
should have
quite.
listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night.
I'm not skipping this because it's a different
Interesting
conversation we
tactic
would have
on
had
your first
otherwise.
day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could.
She thinks a
Speaking
lot of
which,
herself, doesn't
I'd
she?
like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, she seems. I don't know. We know a bit more about her because we finished the story, obviously. She's very single-minded, shall we say?
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous.
Ominous we know from the
Nice to meet you,
Sebastian
Ominous.
storyline.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin.
He
Do
comes
let me
across
know
in
if I
the
can be of
Sebastian
any help as
storyline
you
as that
navigate
friend
your
who
first days here.
is just trying to keep Sebastian on the straight and narrow, and someone that Sebastian's
Thank you, Ominous.
ignoring.
Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Now, I have heard you can do something in the Slytherin common room.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here?
Yeah, I'm in here.
Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
I don't know if it'll work. I've heard if you hit the windows, you can get a visitor. Although I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know which window it is, but you can get a visitor if you hit the right window. But I don't think I'm going to get one. No. Yeah, there is a chance of having a visitor appear. Doesn't want to know. We might have to come back and try again, maybe. Something I'd heard about previously. Right, we're off to meet Weasley outside the common room. Obviously, this is all the start bit. There she is.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day.
I've been dreaming of this
Obviously,
day
we'll
for a
skip as much of the
Well,
conversation at this bit
now
as we
in
can, as we know all this is going to be.
Yes, after...
Here is our book.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Perhaps sit, walk with me.
Okay, we can't speed through any of this. We have
This
to
way.
walk with her. There's the house chest. If you play through as a full Slytherin, that's where you put your house coins from the Daedalian keys.
Appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
So yeah, I definitely
Using
think
the guide will
Hufflepuff
also
still
train
win
you
with
to
the
be
best
alert
house
to
common
your
room.
surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
We are keeping up.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details
Revelio.
the guide can provide?
We need to get near all the common rooms, I think, to get all of these pages as well, for our main playthrough. There we go. Challenges, field guide, job done. As I say, 2.5 hours yesterday. It took us to get to the partial
Keep
playthrough
your
ending.
eyes open for more opportunities like that.
We'll do it a bit quicker today, that'll be a
Inside
bonus.
and outside of the castle.
We should have some time in our main character later to actually do some of the things we need to clear there. And then I'm hoping to have the platinum completed by the end of next week. I will say the snake opening the door is quite cool. Revealing the door, I should say. That is quite cool. To be fair, we need to do a lot of exploring around Hogwarts in our main
good timing.
playthrough as well.
Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames
Right, can't
to
skip
get
this bit.
around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay, we're looking at Central Hall. Once it allows us to. Grand Staircase. Yeah. Library Annex. Potions. Library. Where am I going? Central Hall there. I forgot exactly where I was going then. That'll slow things down, won't it? We should be able to speed through this next conversation
Here we are. Quite
once
the
we get
time
down the
saver.
bottom.
These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
They do indeed. That's for the blue.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from
As I
Central
say, these
Hall.
partial playthroughs aren't too bad. We're not have to go
Always something
in massive
happening
depth
here.
of
It's
the story or
heart of
anything.
the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
And we have left ourselves, so if we wanted to come back and do
That should be all for
more
now.
of a playthrough on one of the
You'll
other
be
houses, we
expected
can, to be
attend
fair.
both charms
Thanks for the like,
and
followers, much
Defense
appreciated.
Against the Dark Arts.
I'm going to skip as much of this conversation as
Thank
we
you.
can.
Judging, he's my sister.
We did.
Ex.
There's Fig.
Professor Fig.
Oh?
Yes.
Ah,
Perfect.
I wouldn't say.
Very well. Might I rely?
Of course.
Thank you.
Obviously, we've done that conversation several times now.
Good luck today. And in Val...
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my... And we'll see if we can't...
People want to speak to us now.
It's good to see you.
And did I hear?
Yes, I will say.
Yes, well, we don't know. And she...
Understood.
Good. Speaking... Why
There we
don't
go.
unfold it?
There we go. So 2 lessons to go to. Do you know what we normally do? Let's go Charms class first. We normally do the Defense and Dark Arts first. Let's go Charms class first.
The map is enchanted.
This will be...
Now, you'll enjoy it. I shall read. For now.
For some reason, we've always done the other one first. So we'll go Charms first. I don't think it's going to change anything, but do things a little bit differently. At least we'll see something else potentially. But I don't think this is going to change anything drastically. But yeah, we've always done the Dark Arts first, so there's meant to be a flue here, but it's not activating. Unless it was below us, maybe. But we'll try and get these classes done as quickly as we can. We know we've got to go to Hogsmeade as well. To be fair, we know exactly what we're going to do. We're going up, aren't we, here?
What a long time ago!
Ghosts are arguing. And this is our charm class. Again, we can skip the actual class itself. We're going to learn Accio. So that's Accio learnt as well.
Accio.
Can't skip this bit for a minute.
That is not bad.
Can now though.
You are a...
I don't think it's going to change anything doing this one first, to be honest. Okay, we've got to do the game where we need to win. I think if we win, we only have to play this once. If we lose, we have to play it twice.
Very good. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward
Can't
you.
speed through what he's saying, to be fair.
Splendid!
There we go.
Excellent control there.
Is that it?
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no Miss Ona.
Okay, we've got to beat Natty now. If we do this first time, we don't have to do it again.
Blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right, come on then, Natty. You need to lose, please. Just so we speed through this. Oh, I see what she's done there. We're going to try and knock hers off, potentially. Did I hit it enough? Oh, not enough. Not enough. It didn't go off. So we can knock it off there. Right, okay. Obviously, like I say, if we win this, we only have to do this once. If you lose this, you have to do it more than once. You're kind of in my way, I can't see. Bigger hit. There we go.
Oh, that was an exit. Watch this.
Okay, so just to be fair, to win this now, we just need to play the ball a little bit. We don't actually need to go anywhere with it. And that gives us the win. There we go. Or do we need to play it a second time? I can't remember that. I think we might get away with not playing it a second time.
Let us make this a bit more interesting.
We do have to play a second time as the box. I forgot about the boxes.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Right, so we're just going to beat her again, this time with the boxes.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round
Go on then, Natty. There you go. Okay. Try and knock that one out of the way if we can. I could try and... I'm going to try and knock it. I'm probably going to regret this because, in theory, I probably should just leave it where it is. Right, both balls out of play. That's better than nothing, to be fair. I could have just tried to get the 50 instead and not worried about it, but... Okay, now we're going to try and knock this one out the way.
That is how it's done.
It's quite weird seeing Draco's name up there. It's because I couldn't split the Slytherin name like we could with Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. My ball stops. Perfect. Perfection.
Well played.
Yeah, it's weird seeing Draco. I just thought I'd use a proper Slytherin name just because we couldn't split it like the others. Oh, she got hit. So in theory, with one, I'm going to move our ball the minimalist amount. May have got myself in trouble with that. Is he going to get hit by the box? Doesn't matter with one. Okay, so that should be that finished.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
And that's Charm's class done, I think. Oh no, he'll want to speak to us again for extra assignments, won't he? That's the only problem with partial playthroughs. I know what's about to happen. Good morning, Dennis. Noam, good morning. How are you?
Good game back there. I must
Draco's name is there because for the other partial playthroughs, we
That's good.
split their names. So like Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff. Easy. So I thought I'd use a proper Slytherin name instead. So I picked Draco.
Of course.
Just because it fits.
You can use
a word, if you would.
If you're so interested. You wanted to speak with me,
How are you this morning, Noam?
I did.
How are things going for you, Dennis? Are you alright?
Charm's lesson lived up to it.
Okay, we'll skip some of this talking.
You did.
Thank you.
Miss. Expect.
You didn't message me with a time for your Genshin stream yesterday. You said you were doing it and then didn't give me a time.
Hello there. You're the new student.
You've played 40% of this game. We've finished the game. The main story is done, but because the community voted for a platinum playthrough and doing it all live, we've got to do 3 partial playthroughs for the platinum trophy. So this is our 3rd and final partial playthrough where we're going to see the Slytherin house quest and go from there. So our main save has already finished the main story. It is just we're doing the partial playthroughs for the trophy. That's needed. How are you finding the game? If you've done 40% of it, Noam, how are you finding it? Apologies if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, by the way. My pronunciation of things isn't brilliant, so apologies if that is the case. You just woken up, have you, Dennis? It's alright for some. To be fair, I'm awake most of the night, so on and off. Okay, Levioso is now learnt. As I say, we're doing this as quickly as we can. We'll slow down once we get to the house-specific quest. And then we'll go from there.
Now, let's try something.
Yeah, but you went live yesterday evening, the same time I went live, or about half an hour before I did. But you told me you were doing your stream in the afternoon, and you'd let me know the time, and you didn't. But I couldn't join your one last night because we were live. That's all it was. I thought you was doing it in the afternoon, not evening at the same time as us. Right, we can't skip any of this.
See how the dummy deflected your cast?
It does indeed.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent. Well done.
Yeah, but you said you'd give me the time on Twitch so I could jump in and say hello, and you didn't, so I couldn't join it. Right, we're dueling. We can't lose to Sebastian. I think we've beaten him every time so far, and I'm refusing to lose to him.
I know.
I'm not losing to him this time.
Class, I hope you're paying attention. That
Off he
is
goes.
how you cast Levioso.
The game is pretty cool. Exactly, no, I mean, you know, I wouldn't be doing 3 potential partial playthroughs if it wasn't. But yeah, it's got very good story to it, I think. It's alright, Dennis, no worries.
I put you on the spot.
I still want you to think I just didn't turn up, that's all.
So, I'd advise again.
Okay, we've got to go to the wand, the dueling now, after speaking to Sebastian.
For one day. Class,
nice work.
Or do we need? Yeah, I think we've got to do it afterwards.
It was so.
Again, we'll skip through the talking because we know we've seen this a few times now.
You know, exclusive. If you, whether you, thank you.
I wouldn't normally skip story and chatting because I enjoy learning about it. But we've done all this. This is the 4th time, so a lot of this we can skip. Okay, new quest. Cross Wands round 1, that's where we're going. I don't think I can get there any quicker. It's there. I've got nothing we can get there easily by. So we'll get there as quickly as we can for the Cross Wands. Once we start getting into after going to Hogsmeade and stuff, I think that's when our specific quests and stuff will start. Well, no, it's actually after that, isn't it? It's after the library, I think. You got into for the twist, right? Oh, okay, cool. Story is for the twist. It's always a good thing. With this, we'll do what we did yesterday. We'll fight 3-on-1 and stuff when we need to. Okay, we're nearly there. It's weird not being able to fast travel as much because obviously in the main playthrough we've got the majority of the different flues, so it's a lot easier to travel.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I did take him down.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does cross wands work exactly?
Okay, can I skip any of this? I think we can.
Of course.
Besides, your first... So...
Right,
Get
go.
me in the ring.
Spectacular!
Let's do a duel.
We'll make you regret signing up.
They're going to make us regret signing up.
Stupid one.
Right, Lawrence is nearly down. In fact, Lawrence is now down. No, Lawrence isn't down. Hey, Lawrence, I was going to say, he should be down by now. Storia is nearly down as well. In fact, that's a victory for us.
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
It's still weird not being able to use our main playthrough spells in this bit. I'm so used to attacking in a certain way. And obviously, we don't have that option.
Now, it takes time to... Again, congrats.
Okay, that is that bit done. Now we need to head over here to speak to Professor Weasley. Have we got anything closer that we can use to get there? Yeah, we can go there, can't we? As I say, we'll slow this down once we get to the house-specific quest kind of part. We've just got to try and get through this. It generally takes about 2.5 hours to do a partial playthrough we've found so far. If you skip stuff. Especially stuff you've seen for the 4th time. The sneaking into the library can be a bit annoying, just because you've got to be taking it a bit slow. Right, where is Weasley? Make sure we grab any flu that will just speed this up as we go.
Speaking of astronomy, I'm surprised you're not fixated on it.
There we go, let's meet Professor Weasley. Pop was shocked off his stream we talked. He was like, what you said about story.
I was thinking the same thing, Deke.
Oh, you guessed it all, did you? Oh, nice. It's pretty good, but the storytelling could be more interesting by let's build our characters smarter and our choices make more effect. There is some small effects of the story, but they're not that noticeable. A lot of the time, there is little bits that you do change, depends on what you do
I
and
trust
say,
your first classes went well.
but they're not major changes. So if you're not looking, you won't notice them.
Have you and That's correct.
I think the story itself, though, is really interesting. Once you really get into it,
Professor,
and learn more about why these things are happening.
Thank you.
I think it's quite interesting from that standpoint, because there is a part of prejudice involved. I'm not trying to ruin things for you, so I'm being very careful with what I say, to be fair. I don't know how far in the story you are. But yeah, there is prejudice involved. There are reasons things happen. But yeah, I think your choices could matter more, admittedly. You are right. Right, Professor Rowan. Let's go and meet him for Reparo. He's out in the courtyard, which I think we can get to fast. No. Yeah, Transfiguration Courtyard. Probably could have ran there, to be fair. It wasn't that far. But I think overall the game is good. Like I say, the combat, I think they've done the combat well. But when this game was first announced, my worry was about the combat.
You have a new...
I was worried that they were going to mess it up and make combat too simple. Whereas actually, I think once you really get into it,
I'll start on the
it's not as simple as it first seems. And I like that. You know, you've got to try and match spells with each other to make them work really well. And the more you match things, the easier combat is.
A flying page must be
There you go. Job done. Back to Ronan.
I trust the preliminary task.
I complete.
Let us remember.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for the like, brothers. Much appreciated.
Your wand is a conduit of your magic.
But yeah, if I didn't enjoy it, we wouldn't be doing 3 partial playthroughs to get trophies and go for the platinum. That's the thing. Okay, that's Reparo done. He'll want us to use it, so let's repair the statue.
That's it. Repair. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly...
Okay, we are heading... Track that quest. Hogsmeade. We've got to meet Natty for Hogsmeade. That's where we're heading next.
Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
There we go. Ronan's assignment and quest is done. We're going to meet Natty by the front doors, and then we can head to Hogsmeade for the first time. We all know what's going to happen in Hogsmeade. It's going to be an interesting journey, to say the least. Let's go and meet Natty first, though. We can't speed up much along the way to Hogsmeade. We've just got to kind of deal with the journey. There's nothing really you can speed through. Okay, here's Natty.
Hello, looking for me?
We are looking for you indeed. Fancy in the Gentry game, because if you do, I won't spoil. Yeah, don't spoil it. We will try and get back to it at some point. So don't spoil it just in case. But I'm not planning to drop it completely. It's just trying to fit it in at the minute. So yeah, don't spoil the story. We'll go back and experience it. Okay, first time leaving Hogwarts. Let's go.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to
accompany someone wants to do a task in another house, and for this time to start the whole game. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's stupid. That's kind of a design point, isn't it? If you want to be a different house, you have to start from the beginning. It makes sense because there's no way of adding. How would you be able to add it otherwise? You know, you couldn't just swap house.
I cannot tell you how nice it is.
So I kind of understand you have to start a fresh playthrough, which is what we've had to do. This is the third partial playthrough, the final partial playthrough.
I believe you.
So I can understand it because there is no other way around it. You know, you can't just swap house. Adding a character to your game that's already been started, I think would be a bit weird because the story wouldn't make sense and things. So it's the only real way of doing it. I can't see another way around it, to be fair.
I would rather be indoors.
And yeah, it can be a bit tedious, but this is the third partial playthrough, our fourth playthrough in total. Our main playthrough is story-wise finished, but lots still to do. If it wasn't for the Platinum Trophy requiring us to do the partial playthroughs of each house, I probably wouldn't have looked at the other houses, to be fair. And that, I think that's the thing. All the houses are slightly different. Common rooms look completely different. So unless you're going for platinum, or you wanted to change your house and do it from that respect, you're not really going to experience them all. And I kind of like the fact we've had to. You know, I'm not one for replaying story normally. Like New Game Plus and stuff doesn't interest me. But I like the fact we're having been made to see things differently, and the little extra bits the developers have put in. I actually do enjoy that. At least it's not a full playthrough. It could be worse. They could have said you need to do all 4 houses individually, full playthrough. That would be a completely different kettle of fish. That's the thing. So partial playthroughs is better than full playthroughs, to be fair.
Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin.
Maybe they may have been. They could have done away of, so you don't have to do the first bit where you crash the carriage and stuff. Maybe you could have skipped that and just start the sorting hat. Maybe that could have been one thing they could have done. Is if you do want it to be a different house, you could start the sorting hat rather than replaying that first part. So I could understand that, to be fair.
Much can be gleaned outside of the castle.
Thank you for the like, followers, much appreciated. But yeah, it's how would they do it otherwise? That's my only thinking.
How are you settling in?
I can't see another way to do it.
I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so...
Right, we're about to meet the caretaker, I believe he is.
I'm getting used to things.
In a minute.
What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland.
I do. In some ways, I kind of wish there were more in-depth quests with some of the other students. Like, we know Sebastian, Natty, and Poppy's quest lines are really intriguing and deep in different ways, and they've all got different reasons for why they are the way they are. And I like that, but it's only 3 of the students in the whole of Hogwarts. You kind of think, why can't there be more? But then obviously it's a lot more story involved if they did. And that's why I think there's an element where DLC could be added so easily. But the annoying thing with DLC is it's not currently planned, so I don't know if they will add it or not. You're going to do Gentian chapters with keys and hangout events and Last of Us. Oh, nice. Sounds like an interesting day, Dennis. For example, the Hufflepuff mission in Azkaban, you have to restart the game if you didn't choose the house. Oh, absolutely, and we've done that. We did that yesterday.
I will say that I have never seen him in such a state.
Yeah, if you wanted to see Azkaban, you've got to restart and choose Hufflepuff as your house.
Outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade.
I think I can. Yeah, I can see. I see what you mean. I just don't know how they'd be able to do it otherwise.
It might be nice to have a
That's the thing. For everything still to make sense, because that mission leads you into the map chamber. So everything leads to the map chamber. That's the whole point. All the house missions go to the map chamber. So it's how else could you do it? As I say, potentially you could do it that you start at the sorting hat, so it's a bit quicker in that respect. But there's no way of adding it into your current playthrough. That's the thing.
It changes with every visit.
And I know that people are saying, "Oh, Azkaban could be a DLC. You could go and explore it fully." Azkaban isn't really an interesting place because it's only houses prisoners. There isn't really that much to see there, is there? That's the thing.
And
a new wand.
Of course.
Okay, we can skip this talking as we know what this is. Let's go to the shops.
Yourself. I will see you soon.
So, first shop we're going to, as we're here, we'll go to Tomes and Scrolls first. It's there, behind us. Tomes and Scrolls. And then we'll go to Mr. Ollivander's for the wand.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts, Professor.
Matilda's. I take it you've...
I'm afraid I
have. If there's any spoilers, I'm skipping your comments.
But you will soon enough.
There is no spoilers, Dennis.
Stay the course.
The Azkaban part is very well known.
But
I did the game blind, and yeah, I know about that because that's what's been talked about so much.
Let's look at what
so there's no spoilers involved.
If you're interested,
okay, we've done in Tomes and Scrolls.
Take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
So next is Mr. Ollivander's for our wand. I think that's also something that could have been better, is the wand. So you could choose what your wand is like, but it doesn't actually affect anything.
Merlin's blooming beard. Not again.
Okay, we're going to skip the cutscene.
I'll be right with.
I'm not even going to pick any different. I'm going to keep it as it's given it to us, as we have done previously.
What do you think?
It's a wand. You were super confused about the two houses, Ravenclaw. Why was you confused about Ravenclaw and Slytherin?
I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match.
I'm eager.
What was you confused about?
And do not.
That sound.
You chose Slytherin, did you? You mean you couldn't decide which house to pick? Yeah, we did a community vote, and the community picked our house for us. And they picked Gryffindor as our first house, right? Our main house, should I say. Am I going to get this wrong to where I'm heading, or am I going to get this right? We've been here enough times, I should get this right. It's here. J. Pippin's Potions.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank
Skipped all
goodness.
news because when I
When
play
I
it
heard the
blind
bell,
as
I thought
possible.
you were Miss Lawang.
Yeah, but even you know what I'm like. I try and
here.
skip anything, so I go do things blind.
It's my.
And yet, that's something you could have missed. It's everywhere, that information.
Professor Wheat.
You're the... I said you... Is it not...
A potion?
They may not... As it's your... I also... But for... What can I do for you today?
So yeah, so you was trying to choose between Ravenclaw and Slytherin, and you picked Slytherin in the end. Ravenclaw's okay. We did those on them on Wednesday. Their house mission, there's nothing really to it, to be fair. Very similar to Gryffindor's. I'm curious to see what Slytherin's mission is like. I don't agree that, because a lot of people have said the Azkaban house mission is the best one. I don't quite currently agree, mainly because you don't do anything. It's a long corridor and a bit of talking.
Pardon me, sir.
But
I'm here for the seeds.
I'm curious to see what this one is like.
Merlin.
Not at all.
Well, bravo. Name's Timothy. I keep the car.
Okay, again, we can skip all this. We don't need any of this information. We know about it already.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Hogwarts Legacy in Hebrew. Oh, okay. Is it not? Is it not? Do they not have other languages there, or do they just not have Hebrew?
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Natty.
Okay, we're off to meet Natty. Town circle. We know what's coming next. This is the troll attack. Once we get up here, we can deal with this. We'll do the troll as quickly as we can. We'll skip as much of this talking as we can as well. Here comes the troll. That's the second troll. We now need to fight. I was trying to attack when it's saying dodge. The box floating in the air just there as well. Natty just got clobbered. Right, now we can use ancient magic.
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
I like it.
Keep throwing as much stuff as we can at him. Any more to throw at him? Natty's into it. I thought she was going to squash them for a minute. Right, have we got any more throws? We can do a few more throws here.
Look, he's faltering. We need to make sure he stays that way.
Natty is taking a few hits, isn't she? Rolling nearly down. There we go, troll is done. Let's bring Ravenclaw and Slytherin off. Yeah, but I would have done it to Gryffindor because they're going to have one House Cup. But what's the House Cup got to do with it? If you're between two different houses, you're between two different houses. The house cup hasn't got anything to do with it. As Arabic, and that's pretty cool because Arabic is pretty close to Hebrew and we can understand each other. But 100%. Oh, okay. So it has Arabic but doesn't have a Hebrew version.
I suppose so.
Merlin.
Ah, okay.
We are.
I'd say if you.
I just thought I'm English, so for me, you know, all games are in English. I assumed that would be the case as well. To be fair, that you know all languages are represented. But that's just an assumption by myself, right? Because I don't check the languages, obviously. Yeah, I just automatically assumed every language would be represented. I suppose there's so many languages in the world, isn't there? I suppose it's a bit difficult to do all of them. That's the thing. But yeah, I wouldn't expect Hebrew to be there though. I don't know how they decide really what languages they put in. Let's do most spoken or something, but then I would expect Hebrew to be up there.
Repairer.
Okay, two more things to repair. And the rest is done. Jump on there.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
That's done. Let's go back to the shopkeeper. Let's say we are trying to speed through this as much as possible to get to the house quest.
We were just talking
as this has been done for like the 4th time now.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to. I was Frank. And as I.
Okay, we can get through this. Thank you.
It's now. Plenty for your perusal today.
There you go. We can buy our traditional school robes. There we go. We have our house robes now on.
What an extraordinary. Shall we head?
Sounds like
wonderful.
3 broomsticks next.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your.
Okay, we're heading to the 3 broomsticks next to them. We'll see Logdock for the first time. And then
it is not
we'll
too
be
busy.
back to
you
school.
might even meet Serona, the owner. She is a charming hostess.
So we're getting there. What are we? An hour in?
Good one.
As I say, this takes roughly about 2.5 hours to do a partial playthrough. We're 2 hours in now. It's not too bad. We're an hour in, sorry, now. Alright, skip this as well.
It's a true.
Obviously, we won't skip anything that's new, that's the thing.
Time to head back to the castle.
Right, talk to Natty outside. You want your language in all games. It's only in God of War, Medieval, Detroit, guys. Oh, well, so what's your language, Dennis?
I am certainly glad to.
And
I want.
You can understand why they don't do that because it costs a lot of money to translate a full game. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I can completely understand that. Hogwarts. We have fast travel to our common room. There we go. Slytherin common room. A Croatian. So is Croatian not in every game then as well? I assumed it would be. Like I say, I don't check languages because obviously because everything's in English. So I would have thought Croatian would have been there as well, to be fair. But I can understand the financial side of trying to get all the languages done. That is quite a big cost, isn't it? Okay. We need to wait for the next quest to pop itself up. Let's have a look. Where are we heading first? Oh, wait. We received an owl. Open the field guide. That's what I was doing. Fig wants to see us. Can we get any closer to where he is? I'm still not a fan of the map in Hogwarts. I just think it's very convoluted to a point that everything is all over the place. And I just find it... Hogwarts, the map is for Hogwarts itself is too bunched up. You can't always tell level-wise if you're going to be close to something or further away when you go there. So... yeah, not a fan of the Hogwarts map. The other maps I don't mind, and I like how they're set out, but it's just the Hogwarts one that bugs me. Okay, this is Fig. Akila, good morning, how are you? We'll skip this as well. We don't need to go through all of this again.
Professor, and I...
Sir.
Goblin?
They were...
Ran? This is great.
They're after the locket.
We didn't do that 'cause it was...
You said you discovered something in it.
You wrote another instead of other. I didn't see where you did that, to be fair.
Shall we go?
If I'd like you to... But perhaps once you...
Okay, that's all
I'll
skipped.
let
That's
Professor
done.
Hackett know to expect you.
Okay, Professor Haggett is next. This is where we get the is it another spell, is it? I can't remember now what this one is. No, she went down. I probably could have fast traveled, to be fair. I don't know if we've got the flu. Oh, we have got. We could have fast traveled. We've got the flu for this. But yeah, some of these flus, they don't seem closer, but they are, and I always pick the ones that don't, for some reason, end up being further away.
Might some kind soul help me?
Okay, let's speak to Hackett.
I'm here about the new spell.
Good. As handy for like...
So Incendio, obviously, we've got to do other things first.
You may be... When you're...
So the assignment for Incendio,
You know where to find me once you've finished.
we've got to do cross wands again. So let's head there. Yeah. We need to do cross wands level 2 and complete a round of spell practice. Fairly simple. Let's head as close as we can. That's hers, but we're going over here actually, aren't we? There. I'd say we're trying to get this partial playthrough done as quickly as we can. There's some things we can't skip.
Glad you're back.
We'll do training dummy first, then we'll do the next bit of cross wands. Yeah.
That would be wonderful.
So training dummy first. First one done.
Nicely done.
We'll do Levioso next.
Levioso.
There we go. And then it's a combination of the two. Levioso first. 1, 2, 3. Accio 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then for good measure, a barrel.
I'd say that's enough practice.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discuss.
Okay, that's done. We now need to speak to him again because we need to do cross wands competition. For round 2. We don't actually have to go further than round 2.
I'm ready.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a
We're going to duel on our own. We did this yesterday. We did 3 on 1. We will face 1 from each of the houses as well. I didn't notice that till yesterday's partial playthrough. You face... I know we are facing Slytherin. I thought there'd be 1 from the other houses, but Slytherin is still there. And we're Slytherin as well. Yesterday was all the other houses versus us. For some reason, they're not this time. As I say, this isn't exactly a hard fight, even when you're 3 on 1. One's already down. The second one's down. And this is the fast one we need to take out. And that is victory for us. 3 on 1.
I could never duel like that.
All games in close formation 1.
Bravo.
Yeah, I suppose you would. Yeah, I suppose in that respect, they were all in Croatian. You wouldn't have learnt English to a degree.
Notice of you, but after that last
Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from there, Dennis. To be fair.
You'd better.
Right, that is that quest done.
The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Don't worry about all the gobstones. We're all good. So now we can head back to
Assignment's all finished.
Professor Hackett. As I say, we are trying to speed through this as much as possible. It's not always that quick, but we're trying to do as much as we can as quick as we can, just so we get to the point we need to get to, and then we go back to our main playthrough.
Hear anything?
She was humming again.
Okay, let's try and get here for Incendio, and then we'll have to go and meet Natty in the small village nearby, if I remember correctly. And the assignment we'll gain as well, we'll try and do that in the Merlin attack. Save us doing anything extra there. Let's speed that up a little bit. Right, can we learn Incendio, please?
Mr. Brattleby was able to.
I finished.
Glad to hear.
Should.
Yes. Yours.
As I say, we are speed through this bit.
Concentrate.
So Accio this time.
Steady.
I think learning the spells is quite interesting. I like the fact you've got to do assignments first. It's not as simple as you come in and know every spell. I like the fact we have to learn them individually. There are things you've got to achieve before you can use them. I think that's done fairly well. I like that.
Good work.
Instead of Reparo, that's something we need, but that'll do for a minute. There we go. That's done.
And do try not to insinuate.
Okay, that's that all complete. Where are we heading next? Professor Fig's classroom is where we're heading next. Are we miles away? See, we should be able to fast travel straight to his classroom, because we've been there several times, but for some reason, there we go. I have to actually look at each one to see where the quickest route is. All the other maps are easy to kind of work out where you are, where you need to go. I just find Hogwarts a bit more clumped together, and it kind of needs more room. Okay, in we go.
Ah, there you are.
Again, we can skip this as well.
So
we know this bit doesn't change.
So, shall we proceed?
Skip this bit as well.
Fig! That man is...
As I say, if this changed, we wouldn't skip it, but we know it does. There we go. We're now going to meet Sebastian. There might be a quicker way to get to him as well. Is it the Grand Staircase? I thought it was the Grand Staircase. It's not actually the Grand Staircase, is it? Let's go to... That's Professor Fig's classroom. That's what I mean. You can't really tell where people are that easily. We'll walk it. It's just easier than trying to pick the wrong one.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
So we've got the sneaking bit to do next. Sebastian. And then... I'm trying to remember the order of things. That's quite an easy one to do, though. Actually, the fourth time.
Sebastian.
Right, we'll speed through this again because this doesn't actually matter.
Professor Fig and I...
Doesn't change.
I bet you can't. Deadly.
Understood.
I like the fact we're in the same house as Sebastian, though. I was telling my other half yesterday about Sebastian's storyline and what happens, and obviously I'm not going to spoil it for anyone that hasn't done it themselves. But she doesn't agree that Slytherin come across as the bad house. She thinks they're all equal, which is interesting. American people have a hard time to learn Croatian and the other language other than English. Oh no, it depends person to person, Dennis. I personally can't. I struggle to learn other languages. I lived in Germany.
Understood?
Couldn't speak German, but that much, but could listen, understand it, and read it.
Spell you should know. The disillusion.
French is the same.
Good for getting
but
places
I struggle with speaking any other language, even when I'm surrounded by it. So, and other people I know speak 8 languages fluently. You know, it's person to person. There's no set way. They do recommend if you learn a language to learn it when you're younger, as it's easier than when you're an adult, admittedly. But yeah, it's person to person. You can't generalise every person into the same bracket because it doesn't work. Okay, let's put this there. Right, we need to sneak him.
We must remain unseen.
Yep, turn around, go and have a look. Thank you very much. Remember the first time doing this, I was really worried about getting caught. As you do more of this, it doesn't actually matter because you get around this pretty quickly.
Blast. The librarian's still here.
Okay, we know that he's going to go and provide us a distraction.
You told me the librarian.
But yeah, I wouldn't generalise and say one group of people can't. It is person to person. Right, we've got to go and get the key. Sebastian needs to give us a distraction. Come on, Sebastian. They just blow something up.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
If you heard an explosion like that, wouldn't you look around immediately? You kind of waited to look around. Right, key's there.
The key.
Job done.
Here it is.
Obviously, we've got to wait for her to come back round because she will look this way in a second. There she is. How many languages do you speak, Dennis?
That wasn't so difficult after all.
There, we're in.
How to find that book.
Yep. So again, we've got to make sure the ghosts don't see us. Kind of was a bit quick there. I should have waited a little bit longer, maybe. It's a bit quick at moving. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Too close to that. Get over there. That's what I was trying to do.
Should be in the clear. No need for us to be skulking about.
Okay.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
As I said, we didn't actually know at this point what we was looking for, did we? Right, Peeves is about to turn up.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his
Can't skip any of this.
friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get
Peeves is probably the most annoying person in the game, I think. It's the voice that bugs me. But suits the character really well. Right, I'll skip as much as we can.
I like... Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
We need to fix the armour, go through.
I know just the spell to repair this armour.
We're making progress, like I say. It's the only downside is it takes time to get to where we need to get to. Wrong one. I didn't want that. I want repairer, didn't I?
Repairer.
When you speak and write English, the errors for water fox. Okay, I'll write on English. You want to learn Japanese? So what can you speak currently? Croatian and English. But you want to learn Japanese. You're better for learning Mandarin. Mandarin is one of the languages that's needed more than anything else, isn't it?
Of course. Traces of ancient magic. That's it.
There we go. We are through. But to be fair, we're not far off now, the house quest. We are close.
Where might this lead?
Especially once we finish this bit. So we are getting there. What are we, an hour and 25 minutes in? So we are getting there. I say it should take roughly about an hour and a half to do everything we need to do here. Right, first one across. We now got to defend ourselves.
Surprising. Guards at the ready.
down there. Do try and keep the ancient magic just because I know we're going to need to use it on bigger people, but play that one down. Okay, that's done. I suppose we still need to learn Expelliarmus actually before we do the house quest. That's normally one of the first things we have to learn first. Right. Come on. Come alive. I need to wait till my connections hit you. There we go. That's him knocked off, so that's him done with. I didn't really want to bring him to me, I was trying to knock him off the platform. Right, this is the bridge we need to run, because this is one that actually comes away from you. Yeah. There we go, we're over.
This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there.
There we go.
Best keep my wits about me.
As I say, we're not picking anything up, there's no need to. Right, we've got to fight our way through here as well. Question is yes, but you don't count Serbian and Bosnian. Are they the same? Are they the same thing, really? I wouldn't have said they're the same thing. Right, are you coming alive next? You are indeed. Again, if we can knock them off the pedestals, they're down. Him down. Next one over here. Off the pedestal. Save us a bit of time. There we go, it's him knocked off. Another one down. And job done. Okay, let's head through the doorway. Oh, okay. So they're very similar languages then.
After all.
Right, we can skip this as well, hopefully. We can indeed. So we are getting close to being where we want to be. And then we'll go back to our main save once this is all done anyway. So I think we still need to learn the Expelliarmus. We still need to go down outside of Hogwarts as well.
Sebastian.
And then I think we're nearly there after that. So we'll just wait for everything. We need to wait for everything to catch up before we get the next quest. We'll just wait a second. I haven't actually looked today what's winning the vote for next main live stream game once we get the platinum for this. Let's have a quick look now. It's not something I need to check more often. The vote will run until we know when we're going to finish this, basically. Let's have a look, shall we? We are... Oh! Jedi Fallen Order's currently winning. 57%. Death Stranding 14. Last of Us Part 1, PlayStation 5 Edition, 21%. And 7% for moving Batman across. I put Batman in just because I weren't sure if people wanted it on main or they wanted us to keep going on evenings. For those that aren't aware, we are live this evening with Batman Arkham Asylum, in fact. We're going to continue that this evening. Right. Fixed classroom. We can fast travel there to make things a bit quicker. Make sure we do the right one. There we go. I'm impressed that the load screens aren't too long. I know that some games have no load screens, but I don't think they're too bad, to be fair. Yeah, so I would have said Serbian and Bosnian are different. But obviously I don't speak them, so I'm not going to know if they are closely related in that regard. But we can't skip this bit, we've got to wait while they talk.
Working with Rookwood makes no sense.
Thank you to the new subscribers as well, by the way. Much appreciated.
Unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor.
He does a visitor. It's us.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
Was a book. We need to talk to him. Okay, I'm going to try and skip this conversation as much as we can, because this doesn't change either. There we go. Skip this bit.
I wonder why it was...
I think
another...
The first...
Mary.
Yeah, none of this changes. It's all the same for every playthrough.
I understand.
Good. But you're...
Plenty.
It's the missing pages that are the important part. That's your house quest, the missing pages.
And don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much.
Well, I didn't say I was Batman. Well. Although, do you see me and Batman in the same room together? That's the big question. But I didn't say I was Batman. I said we're live again this evening with Batman. I didn't say I was. But the question still remains: do you see me and Batman in the same room together? Right, ignore Luke, and we're not going to go and do that. We don't need to. None of that is needed. The main quest has shown up. There we go. We need to meet Natse. So we need a quick conversation. And then we need to go and do the first Merlin trial as well. So she is outside of Hogwarts. She's on the world map. She is further south. Obviously, we need to get as close to the doorway as possible, ideally. We have got a herbology class as well to go to, actually. Let's do Natty first, anyway. That's the easiest one to go to, I think. Hogwarts. We need any route that's going to get us out of school the quickest. So, doorway. Oh, we haven't got one here. Oh, we got that one. Travel there. E-Player, good morning, how are you? Well, you play as Batman, so you are in a way. In your opinion, the most annoying thing with this game is that the door's loading. Yeah, see, I didn't notice that much during our main playthrough, to be fair. I've noticed it more since we've done the partial playthroughs. But I don't know if that's because I'm skipping stuff. But in my main playthrough, I didn't notice it once. Every door seemed to flow nicely. It didn't take time to load up, but then we were taking our time and looking at everything. So I don't know if it's because of him doing stuff really quickly or not, to be fair. But yeah, surprised that you've noticed it as well. But yeah, main playthrough, I didn't notice it at all, so I don't know. You're alright, what about me? I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad at all. Still waiting on the usual things. Yeah, I've got a meeting with the insurance in a week or so to discuss the expert we saw on Tuesday's report, which I know what it's going to say, and they don't, and they're not going to like what it says, which is going to be interesting. I need to also make sure the channel's ahead on content if I do have to go and have surgery. Although I think I'm waiting like 6 months before it actually happens. It won't be quick. It never is. But I think that'll depend on the MRI more than anything else. So we should be fine. I think we're very close to finishing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Obviously we've got the Intergrade DLC to do. So there'll be a vote in a week or two probably about what next
this looks intriguing.
Episodic game we want to do. That may come up in the next few weeks. But as I said earlier, if you're not aware, thanks for the like, much appreciated, whoever there was. If you're not aware already, there is a vote ongoing in our community page for the next main livestream game for Platinum Hogwarts Legacy. The Platinum we're doing after you guys pick to do it live.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
Oh yeah, no, I'm always ahead on stuff like that, Dennis. I'm just saying that it depends how long are we out of action for.
They want when? Just before we.
Right, we can skip this conversation while this doesn't change.
Professor.
Is that?
I think I know that.
It is. For now, it is safe to say that Rook. I realize you displayed both of you.
What sort?
Men like I am not.
Good.
Okay, that should be nearly done.
Taking him down.
That may.
I spoke with. I was.
All right.
I am going to. In the meantime.
Quite a long conversation, isn't it? By the end of it, there we go.
Be on your guard.
Alright, we know Nora's going to be attacked now. I want to wait a second because I want the assignment to come up first. So I'm going to hold off 2 seconds. We just need that assignment to show up so we know we can get dodge and stuff and get that assignment done in one go. So the assignment is here, Professor Hecat's. So we need to roll attack, dodge attacks 10 times by rolling, and incendio 5 times. If we can do this while doing this other mission, it sort of just saves time, a little bit of time. People don't want to last. Well, not at the minute. I think it's because obviously the new game is coming out soon, Jedi Survivor. So because of that, people I think want that, which I can completely understand.
I've been busy with my...
I remember we need to roll away from attacks 10 times. So that's what I'm going to focus on first before attacking too many people with Incendio. Because I don't want to take anyone out. Come on, attack. Thank you. That's number 3. This just means we don't have to go and find some random enemies to fight in a minute. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Just saves us a lot of time doing it now. That's 8. Number 9. And number 10. Okay, that's all the dodging done that we need to do. We do need to do Incendio. Just waiting for Incendio to charge back up. Don't kill him yet. I want Incendio. There we go. Is that one done? There'll be more reinforcements now coming in as well. Anuda, good morning. How are you?
Oh, watch the light go out of your eyes.
You wanted to stream. What did you want to stream first?
You've nowhere to hide. We can
Oh, that's it. Right, Incendio. I'm still dodging just in case. There's Incendio to charge back up. There we go, another Incendio done. Another dodge just in case. Just trying to make sure we do complete the assignment. We'll do another Incendio here. There we go, another one done. I'm not killing you until we get another Incendio charge. Definitely complete the rolling assignment. Right, that's that down. One more to go here. We'll wait for Incendio just to be sure we've done it enough times. We definitely have. I'm just going to wait to make sure. Right, that's those defended and defeated. You wanted to stream Star Wars first, so you don't have spoilers. Or are you planning to do Jedi Survivor as well, are you, Dennis? If you can't come to the streams because you don't want spoilers, I completely understand. I do the same thing. It's not an issue. Hogwarts Legacy was created in Unreal Engine 4 and it's very beautiful and these graphics are amazing. What would happen if it's created in Unreal Engine 5? Yeah, the way it would look in Engine 5 would be incredible. I think they do a very good job. It's one of the first games where hair doesn't glitch out in certain situations as well. A lot of games get hair wrong, I find, graphically. Thanks for the like, Claws, much appreciated. Yeah, WWE is really bad. They have a lot of characters with long hair, and it just looks horrendous.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service.
So, I think they do really well with hair in this, graphically. I know someone yesterday was telling us that he thought the game wasn't pretty enough. The thing is, it's set in Scotland. It's never going to be pretty.
I can see. Well, no one.
Gloomy and overcast in Scotland to a T.
You see, the Mallow Suite.
Oh, so you're going to do the first games, were you first? Oh, okay. None of them actually. None of them link. The Jedi Fallen Order doesn't link to any of the others, by the way.
Take plenty, even if you
it's a new story, separate from all the old games.
I have the Mallow Suite.
Lovely.
But I think Survivor will carry on from that one, I believe. Yeah, they definitely did a good job graphically. Like I said, the game isn't without issues. There are things that people are going to dislike, and there's things in it I dislike. But I think overall, it is a very solid game. And I think that's the big thing. I'm glad they've done it in the way they've done it. I think they've done a really good job in that regard. Alright, one lit there.
The flames make the pyre sing.
One lit there. And one lit there. I think that's the big thing, is when you can actually sit back and appreciate that they've done a good job. I think that's the important thing, isn't it? Thank you, Anuda. It's all good. I don't mind. You know, I'm amazed we got 1 sub, let alone 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I was never expecting to even get 1 subscriber. So, you know my story, Anuda anyway, don't you? So, but I appreciate what you're saying.
I take it we can call that a success.
Force Unleashed.
We can indeed.
Okay,
However,
it does look like
I
that.
now
Yeah.
have even more questions. You?
To be fair, I thought it would be between that and Last of Us. I thought would be the general fight between what we do next.
And do be careful out here.
So
Now, I've
it's
got
gone the
what
way I
needed, and
expected it
shall
to.
return to the safety of my notes and books.
But yeah, always appreciate Anuda. I hope you're well, by the way. Okay, that is that quest done. Hecat's assignment is also done. So we can go and grab that now. That will teach us Expelliarmus, I believe. Yes. So let's go to Hecat and do that first. Place Hecat's classroom. Charms, integration. Dark Arts, isn't it? I think it's specific. No, that's specific. I think it's that one. I think. And then we've just got potions to go and do. We've got Beast, not Beast, Herbology. Not Herbology. The plant one. I can't remember what it's called. Right, we can skip this bit though. We're going to learn Expelliarmus in a second. As we've done all the other side bits.
Take care of everything I had asked, Professor.
Yeah, all assignments done. Let's learn Expelliarmus.
Spellcasting requires
We're getting very close to the house quest now.
a steady wand.
We're not a million miles away. Which means we nearly done the partial playthrough, and then we can move on to us.
Good work.
Our main
the dummy
playthrough.
is here if you wish to stay in practice.
We'll stick Expelliarmus. Do we need to stick Expelliarmus on? We don't. Do I need to use it? Just trying to think what we'd use it on. Let's put Expelliarmus on. I suppose we use it in the fight before the map chamber, don't we? Okay, we are heading now to Herbology, I believe. There we go. We got any closer areas to get to? Where's that? Central Hall. That'll do. You need to play first game 4, maybe get second. I didn't play much first time. I need to get back to it. Yeah, but like I say, the Star Wars game that we put on the vote is independent. It stands alone from the older games. So you don't have to have played the older games to play it and understand it. But you don't. Have you started Biomutant yet, Dennis? And how close are you to finishing it? Because you don't want to start another game on top of what you're already doing. That's the thing. You've got to kind of work out what you're going to prioritise. But yeah, I do understand. If you can't come to the scenes because you don't want spoilers, I get it completely. It's not an issue. Right, we'll skip this bit. Obviously, we've got to quickly do the Mandrake. And we are going to have to repot it as well. There we go. It's Mandrake. Mandrake back in the soil.
The soil should envelope.
Let's skip this bit as well.
Warm, dirty. Now, for our
Okay.
next task, we'll be planting dittany.
So we've got to go and get some Dittany seeds.
First,
We've got to plant Dittany seeds first.
now as
I already have.
Again, this lesson doesn't change. It's the same every playthrough, so we'll skip as much of it as we can and do it as quickly as we can. There we go. Dittany's in. Job done.
Well done. The cabbage.
Yes, Prof.
Right, time to get the cabbages.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade.
As I say, anything that changes we'll look at,
Nice
but
work.
anything that
Defense
doesn't
against
we'll
the
try
dark
and get
arts,
through
by
as
the
quick
way.
as we can.
Excuse me.
So we just need to grab these
You're
cabbages.
Joel Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you are. Here we are. Home of the Chinese. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it.
Cabbage is there.
Now do the rest.
Toss the cabbage. Job done.
Look at that.
I'm already going to start moving back because we know that's dumb.
Mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year.
I'm close to the end of Last of Us, so you can't put... Well, are you going to do Last of Us 2 afterwards, or are you just stopping after doing the first one?
Vicious little not.
I suppose
it's dogweed.
Okay, that's that conversation done.
Take your time.
We just need to head
See you
back to
back
the
in
classroom to Professor Garlic, and that'll be that done. As I say, I really dislike speeding through things. But we have done all this, so I kind of get round it in my head because we know we're doing it this way.
Attended to the Chinese chomping.
But I'm not really a fan of skipping stuff. I like to actually see everything there is possible to see in a game, so start skipping those stuff is really alien to me. Right, Herbology's done. I think Potions is next, if I remember correctly. Oh, you've done the first one, you're on the second, okay. I haven't, because I don't want to see any of them, because I want to do Owls Blind, obviously I've not seen any. Potions class next, which is over there. I suppose Central Hall's our easiest point. Right, so we're an hour and 45 minutes in. Yesterday's partial playthrough took 2.5 hours. I think we're going to be on for around the same time. I think we'll have the Slytherin partial playthrough done in around 2.5 hours, similar to yesterday's Hufflepuff one. By looks of things, we're kind of on that target time-wise, and then we should have roughly around an hour to do our main playthrough and a bit more on that this week, and then we'll be back Monday morning with more Hogwarts Legacy.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous
right, let's get through Potions first.
As fifth year.
Obviously, we know what happens here. We do have to do a little bit. I like the fact the first time you attend these classes, there is something interactive you have to do. Obviously, if it was every class, I would get a bit annoyed, but I like the fact we do have to do bits in the first time we do it.
One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
But after you've done it, it kind of doesn't... You don't need to do anything after that when you go and do these classes. I like that. I don't play Warzone, no, Renuda. My issue, I'm not a fan of first-person shooters, mainly because for me, the conversation and the community and the chat is more important than the game itself. For me, first-person shooters, I find you struggle to keep it on top of your chat because you're always focused on what's going on around you. But also, they've got to a point now of being very realistic. And my head doesn't deal very well with the gunfire.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a
yeah.
He did say that.
I have.
Pleasure to meet
it's alright. So I have
my
PTSD from when I was in the army, and the gunfire to me bugs me. My mind doesn't deal with it very well.
I simply need a single.
Right. We'll get the. I'm not fussed about the feather. We can get the feather. It's not a big deal.
Remember.
We said no yesterday and the day before, so we'll do yes this time.
Your potion station's organized and free of traffic.
Okay, feather to him.
Here's the Fwopper feather you wanted.
You should get.
If you haven't seen what happens when you give him the feather, you'll be able to see it now. We have said no a couple of times this week. We'll do. We've got to wait 30 seconds for this potion to be done, to be fair. So yeah, that's the main reason. Is my head just struggles to deal with it. But yeah, on top of that, I just don't feel you can keep on top of your chat enough. But I've joined SLPCLK a few times and watched him play and had to chat with him while he's playing. I saw his forest stream yesterday, actually. That looked good. With the cannibals. I'm not a fan of Minecraft, no. I've played it, my little boy plays it on the Switch. And I've played with him a few times. But I'm not a massive fan of it. I don't know what it is about it, but it just gets a bit buggy for me. Yeah, I know you are a Nuda. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I've played Minecraft for a little boy. It's not something I want to do on the channel, to be fair.
Well done, Gareth.
It's not something I choose to play.
Sorry, Professor.
A lot of, and it's not something I want to really do on the channel. Mainly because it's not something that really interests me.
Did not do this on his own.
He didn't do it on his own. No, we did it with him.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you are.
I'm surprised you had the time.
Busy had Mr. Weasley. I don't know what you mean. I'm going to lie to him.
What you're talking about, Professor?
We've always been honest with him. So I'm actually curious if we lie.
I suggest you heed my warning.
It's the first thing we can really
change.
The
work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact
I think it was Cass yesterday was telling us he thinks we should do a survival game on the
And
channel.
you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet.
I need to have a look
In
and
addition to
see what
having a
ones
solid
look
grasp of
okay.
how to combine various ingredients,
Subnautica, I know people have asked
you
for
should
Subnautica
gain an
previously, so
understanding of the
I'll probably on the
ingredients
next vote we'll put
themselves.
Subnautica on there
Pay
and see what
particular
happens.
attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are
Right, we
often...
can skip this
Now,
bit.
that'll be all.
Okay, that is done.
I think each of us
I'm trying to remember
has
what's
enough
next
excitement
myself,
for one day.
so we know where we're
Class
at.
is dismissed.
I'm in the quest area, we'd finished it. Won't let me leave. Right, I think we have to go and speak to Fig now. No. It is Professor Fig, I think, next. There's something caught up. Alright, well, come on, what's next? I can't quite remember what's next before we get to the next bit. Yeah, I'm not a massive multiplayer fan, to be fair. I'm more... Oh, this is new. This is new. So this is our house quest starting.
If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough.
Yeah,
And don't tell anyone what you're up to, especially Professor Black.
So Scrope is part of the Slytherin house quest. So this is all new to us. We've not seen any of this. So we're about to experience the Slytherin house quest. Why is it cracked? What do you mean cracked? Oh, cracked. You mean it's pirated? So, because I play on console, it can't be cracked on console. Okay, we're here. We're going to collect a mysterious note. Scrope knows about the book you found. It is missing. Is it missing something? Scrope does not believe it is safe to speak out in the open. Scrope has left another note. Across the bridge, among the circle of rocks. Take care. Tell no one about this.
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
Who is Scrope indeed? It's all a bit mysterious, isn't it? I think this is the Neville Longbottom Bridge, isn't it? Where he made his last stand. Oh, is it? Oh, it's like free. Yeah, but that's only for PC though, isn't it?
Revelio.
Ah, there's that note. There we go. If I pull it towards her. No? If I pull it towards her. I can't get my note. Oh, okay, we need to move the box. Come here, box. Should have seen we needed to move the box at night. We haven't got complete control of the box, because we don't have some of the spells we normally use with the box. Right, push that way. Push this way. Come on. Push, push, push. And then we push it this way. And there we go. Mysterious note. Number 2. Almost there. Head for the pumpkins just down from the stone circle. Look inside one of them. You may be able to help poor broken-hearted Scrope. So pumpkins now. And we've got to look inside a pumpkin. Okay. So this is definitely different to the other house missions. New character also in it, with Scrope being involved. And we're heading down to the pumpkin patch. This pumpkin patch is also where there is a memorial for the actor who played Hagrid. The memorial's just outside the back, to be fair. We have looked at it in stream before. Right, one of these pumpkins has something in it. Which one? Okay. I can't find which pumpkin it is by destroying all the pumpkins.
Incendio.
So you're on a massive rampage of pumpkin destroying. Ah, there it is. Mysterious note number 3. The young Slytherin must be exceptionally curious by now. Meet Scrope at the water's edge by the broken docks.
Down to the water's edge.
Right. While we're here, we'll have a quick look at the memorial. For those that haven't seen it before, this is the memorial to Robbie Coltrane, who was the actor who played Hagrid. That's his memorial just there. Just for those that haven't seen it before. Okay. Let's go and meet Scrope, shall we? I say this is all different, so it's quite nice to have something different. So no skipping this bit. This will be done in its entirety. There he is. That's Scrope. But yeah, I'm amazed to crack it so quickly. I thought they were trying to crack down on things like that and make it harder.
The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Okay, what can I do?
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But
I do think the house elves are done in really great detail.
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes.
So Scrope can't go inside the grotto.
Scrope would not dare ask a student for help. But when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
Okay.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast. Place it on the pedestal there. Good luck.
Right, we're heading for the grotto.
Scrope will wait right here for you.
He's given some toast to place. Why are we placing toast? Toast does seem a weird thing to place to actually open up a grotto, doesn't it? Okay. Ah, dug bugs. I'm not going to be able to just run past these, am I? Yeah, we can't just run past these, I'm going to have to take them out. Bit too close to that one there. Take a nibble out of me. Accio doesn't do anything. It's a nice little dodge. I need to actually block these a little bit as well. Right, one down there. Oh, too close to him, staying too close.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
So, there's so many of them. I'm not going to be able to run away though, am I? I don't think. Right, someone defeated by blocking in there. Can't stand too close, so they give you a good nibble. Nice stupid fight. Ah, I did it too early, I think, there. I don't want to be fighting dug bugs, but I don't think I'm going to be able to run away quick enough. I did it too early. Come on, dug bugs. Can't get these dug bugs do take a while to defeat. Right, we've got one down there, we've got this one here to finish off. Right, another one down, one left. Right, now they're defeated. They kind of held us up for a little while there. We have completed the dog box. I wasn't meaning to go after them, but they got in our way. And I couldn't quite get away from them. Right, let's keep going to try and do this house quest. Gotta swim into this area over here by the looks of it. I think his slow swimming is a bit silly. His quick swimming isn't too bad, it's the slow swimming that seems a bit silly. Right, where are we now?
Why would I need a piece of toast?
We're placing a piece of toast here.
Where it goes.
What is going to come out of here wanting the toast? Ah, it's the Kraken, isn't it? There's a doorway. As I say, this is all new for us. We've not seen any of this before. Apollonia's Black Journal.
Could it be? A visitor?
Witcher Jackdaw. So this is where the house quest combines into the first map chamber. Or the only map chamber, I should say.
The name's Richard Jackdaw.
Obviously, we know his story from the other
playthroughs,
to be fair.
How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon.
So Jackdaw stole the ring and sold it.
I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next. Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the
Okay, so that's kind of the end of the house quest as well. Because now we're going to head towards the map chamber.
I suppose that's the only way for me to get those pages.
So Jackdaw was trying to...
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat.
Seduce?
If you don't
maybe
mind
the wrong word. We're trying to impress Apollonia.
Decapitated skeleton. They're yours for the taking.
And that's basically what the story entails. I like the fact it's a different area at least. What's this? There is a map in there then.
A map.
Ghost of Our Love.
It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
That's a new quest then. That we haven't achieved in our main playthrough. So we need to see where we can head. We're currently there. We wanted to go to Forbidden Forest. If we head there, and then we highlight up Jackdaw's quest, and then we'll head to the map chamber, and that'll be the partial playthrough done. Is that the quest highlighted? Oh no, we still haven't finished. We've got to return the Scrope. I've messed things up. I've forgotten we hadn't done the Scrope. Ghost of Our Love is a new one though. I've messed things up a little bit. I've gone ahead of myself. We need to return the Scrope to finish off the house quest, and I should have done that first.
Wonder who lives here.
Right, quickly get the Scrope and let them know what happened to the ring. I'm curious of the Ghost of Our Love quest, because I haven't seen that in our main playthrough. Because obviously we couldn't get into that area.
Prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
I wonder if we can get into it. On our main playthrough, we'll have to see if we can get into it. Because obviously that's another quest then, that's just a Slytherin based one otherwise. There is fall damage, but it's not that heavy, so it's not a big deal. Right, let's go and see Scrope, let him know what happened to the ring.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
That boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
It is no longer there.
Indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
There we go. So that is the house quest finished. Scrope's Last Hope is done. So that other mission that's now there, we're gonna have, what we'll do with that one, Ghost of Our Love. We're gonna have to have a look and see if we can find that in our main playthrough. Obviously, if we can't, then we'll have to come back onto this one just to see what it is. Right, I want Jackdaw's quest to show up, which it isn't currently. Where's Jackdaw's quest not showing up? There we go. It has now, though. Yeah, Jackdaw's Rest, that's where we're going next, in the Forbidden Forest. So what we'll do, we'll leave that quest we just gained for the time being. If we can't, we'll have a look on our main playthrough today when we finish this partial playthrough and see if we can get that quest ourselves. If we can't, we will next week come back to Slytherin just to see what it entails, because it's something we haven't seen previously. So, we'll run through the Forbidden Forest. I'm not going to attack anything or do anything other than just get to where we need to get to. So ignore everything that wants to attack us for the minute. We're very, very close to finishing the partial playthrough though now. We just need to get to the map chamber and get that bit done. The trophy will pop and then we'll move on to our main playthrough. Right, let's meet Jackdaw.
Here I am, as good as my word.
Here he is. We'll skip this conversation because none of this matters.
Follow me.
It is the same for everyone. The actual conversation doesn't matter, to be fair.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
So it's interesting how the house quests have gone. They're all pretty much the same, to be fair. There's a few new areas like Azkaban to go and see. But other than that, there isn't that much difference in all of them.
Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to
I'm ignoring Jackdaw. Jackdaw can stay there now. We know where we're heading. So we'll head straight there.
But keep going.
There's no point in staying and listening to Jackdaw. We know he's just going to say he can't go with us. Right. Waterfall is going to come up in a second.
The waterfall?
Yeah.
For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
Round this corner. Goblins are going to attack next. That's that bit done.
Something oddly solemn about this place.
Okay, we're going to have goblins attacking in a second. And then we're going to go inside. We've got to complete the bit inside. And then once the bit inside is done, we can then go back to our main playthrough and continue that. We're about on par for a 2.5 hour partial playthrough, to be fair. It's not been any different to the others. Goblins.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Renrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Right, one down. Should have dodged that better. That's that done. Goblins defeated. Let's head inside.
Those loyalists will report back.
So I'm still rushing it a little bit because all this we've done previously. This is the 4th time I'm doing all of this. So we don't need to fight spiders until we get to the last door. Sometimes you feel you have to stop and fight, but actually we don't have to with this. Let's open the doorway. There we go. One doorway open. I can't skip this bit actually. I'm surprised they can't.
Impressive.
But at least we are getting close to having our 4th and final playthrough done. And it's just back to the main one to finish off everything else. There's still quite a bit still to see. We haven't done every flue either. We need to have a look at what flues are missing, to be fair.
Someone didn't want casual visitors down here.
We still need demiguises as well. That's something we've got to really focus on. We're going to run through these spiders here. I'm not going to stop and fight them if we can avoid it. There's no real need to fight them. We can just run straight through. There we go. These spiders we have to fight because we need to open that doorway. So we have to fight these ones. Couldn't get Potato to work inside that. Right, so it's defeated. Where's the 1, 2? Where's the other one? 1, 2, 3. There it is. This door opened. Which is still being rebuilt.
Remarkable.
As I say, we're only going to fight if we have to. And this next bit, we don't need to fight just yet.
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Okay, bring this across. It's quite weird knowing exactly what we need to do here because we've done it so many times now. It is still weird knowing what we've got to do in advance. And the first time we was in here, it was incredible. Now we know it, it's slightly different. Have I gone the wrong way? I have, haven't I? So easy to get lost in this area if you're not careful. Down here is where we need to go. We're going to get to the last doorway, but we will have to fight this one.
There it is.
There it is, last doorway, but we do need to fight.
More spiders. These can't be what the heck Jackdaw.
That's incendiary there. Caught underneath there, didn't see that one coming underneath. Right, that one's down. Watch out for underneath. That one down. Right, the big ones are about to appear as well. It's not over yet. Here come the biggies. Let's say these are a little bit different to deal with. Range from magic though. Right, one down already. One to go. We can get a range from magic build, that would help us as well against them. There it is. Make sure we aim the ancient magic of the big one. For some reason I can't aim ancient magic aim just yet. You can now. Right, big one's down. Just a small one to do. There we go. All the spiders defeated.
Multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
One there, one there. Run up the stairs to that one. There we go. Last door opened. Which is now complete. We're heading inside. As I say, we're very close now to being done with this partial playthrough. Let's go. We will need to do another fight though here.
I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages.
Okay, we're going to need to defend ourselves. These are the pages. There we go, job done.
These pages safe all these years.
Now we need to defend ourselves.
Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
There is. Let's defend ourselves first, though.
Expelliarmus incendiary. Stupefy.
The other thing we need to watch out for is when these guys jump in the air.
Incendiary. Stupefy.
To be fair.
Expelliarmus.
I'm going to leave the ancient magic. I forgot about cabbages. I do like using cabbages in battle.
Incendiary.
We save the ancient magic for the big guys. We know they're going to defeat them. Him down. Them down. Big guy. First big guy now to defeat. Then we'll have the other two. And then that'll be the partial playthrough. Basically done, to be fair. Oh, stood still too long. My own fault. Right, first one down. Next two in. We have got chomping cabbages. Use whatever you've got in your arsenal at the time. I do try and focus on one over the other if possible. I think our chomping cabbages are done. Right, that one's nearly down. That is down, in fact. One left to defeat. Ancient magic as well. There we go. They're all defeated. We are just about done with this partial playthrough now.
Well, that's unnerving.
Get through the barrier. Ancient magic as well is there. And then we're back to our playthrough after this.
The Gringotts and the restricted section.
Yep. Let's go. This is basically a run through. We don't need to do anything here.
Where am I? Oh no. The room's starting to flood.
It is indeed. Can't skip any of this, unfortunately.
How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this?
My worst nightmare, that, a room filling with water while you're in it.
I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here.
Right, open the door. There we go.
What is this place?
We are now at the map chamber. I can't skip any of this, but we are basically done with our partial playthrough. Thanks for the like, much appreciated, whoever that was. Just got to speak to Rackham, I think, the first time, and then it'll pop up. He'll want the book, and obviously we haven't got the book. So we're back to our main playthrough in a second. We just need this trophy to pop first. There he is.
Can it be?
We'll skip the conversation where possible because we don't need to do it for the fourth time.
It's you.
Has someone... I am in...
Obviously we haven't got the book, so we know how to get out and stop this conversation quickly.
I won't, Professor.
We have, but...
I don't...
Don't have the book on us.
I'm afraid.
We need to bring the book.
Good. We should...
Speaking of the book is in place. Talents. Don't need to worry about that. Trophy retrieved. The toast of the town. That is our partial playthrough for Slytherin done. I think I can save now. But that, yeah, that is partial playthrough for Slytherin done. Like I said, there is one mission we haven't seen before that we've now found in our partial playthrough Slytherin. So I do want to go back and have a look at that if we can't find that in our main playthrough. But now Slytherin is done. That's all the partial playthroughs finished. We can now focus on the main trophies we need to complete that for the Platinum Trophy that you guys voted for. So we'll go back to this one. 44 hours it's saying we're done. Thanks for the like, followers, much appreciated. So it's all the things we haven't done now. We need 2 more Demiguise trophies. 2 more Demiguise. Why is there a new quest? Oh, it's there. Okay, so we have the mission we got in Slytherin from inside the grotto. We have got the mission. So, at least we've got it. I was a bit concerned that we didn't have it, but we do have that mission, so we don't need to go and have a look at that. So, demiguise is one of the big things we need. There's a page here somewhere, I can hear it. Straight ahead, I think. It's here. I don't know how many different pages we've still got left to do, to be fair. But demiguise is kind of our focus for the minute. I want to see also what flues we haven't got, because we're missing flues. Because we haven't got the trophy for every flue. They're the quest. Gobstones we need to do. Do you know what? Let's do gobstones. So it's another quest out the way. Let's go to Ravenclaw Tower and have a look for gobstones. We only need 2 more to complete that quest, and that's another one out the way.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Yeah, so there's a gobstone here somewhere. I can see it just there.
Just one more gobstone.
So we need one more gobstone. Is there anything else to pick up here? There's a page nearby. I know we need to do the moth. The thing with the trophies for this, we don't need to do everything. There's a door to open here as well, although I've done the door. I think the page is up here. There's certain things you need to complete. But you don't need to do everything in the game to get all the trophies. That's a page there. I don't think that's the only one here though. Obviously your field guide is your important thing. There's another one up here somewhere. Here, it's here. So obviously we can't go in here because we're not Ravenclaw. But the door knocker for Ravenclaw is there. We actually can't go in. It won't allow us to do anything there. But that is the Ravenclaw door knocker. There's no demiguise around that I can see. Okay, let's go for the last gobstone as well while we're here, because it just means another quest is done. We're looking over the trophy room, I believe. But yeah, we've got to find where this last flue is, or the last couple of flues we haven't got.
Keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
That's really cool, that armour. There's also a page here we haven't picked up. It's over this way, I think. The little ding you hear, you can actually tell what direction you need to go in to find it. So that's another page there done. Gobstone is there. That's all of Zenobia's gobstones done. I can hear another page nearby. It's over here somewhere. It's the other side of that wall, I think. There's one in front of us here. There's one. This is the trophy room. Is actually I would have guessed the main place to find some of these that we're missing, as it's a trophy room, so it's going to have a lot of information. There's another field guide there for the centaur.
Revelio.
So I think we've cleared all the guide pages here. So I've already got all the gobstones, so that's an extra gobstone by the looks of things. Right, where's Zenobia then? She's all over here. Let's head... Why has it done that? Let's go... there. I think that's close by. So we'll hand this mission in, and then we'll have a look if we can find this last flue we need. Maybe somewhere we've not been. Obviously, the grotto we found in our Slytherin partial playthrough, I want to have a look and see if we can get to it ourselves. We might not be able to go inside, but to actually get close to it would be interesting, just to see if there is something we can do to get inside there. Ah, the Dalian key. Where did that go? We need to follow the Dalian keys. It's not that one, is it? I don't know where the Dalian key went. Where did you go, the Dalian key?
Awful when they ask you a question, though, isn't it?
There's a demiguise in here. We need 2 of these actually to finish off the demiguises. I know we're going to give Zenobia's gobstones back, but the Dalian key then suddenly appeared. I was trying to get that so we get a house token, because that also needs doing. And then we suddenly found a demiguise. There's a demiguise.
Mine now, demiguise.
We need one more, I believe, now, and then we've got enough for level 3 unlocking, which is also another quest we need to do. We're just waiting until we can do. We get level 3 unlocking to be able to do a quest. Right, that is done. There is another field guide nearby. Where is it? Might be outside the room though, to be fair. I think it is outside the room. Nothing else in here. I was trying to see where the... it's there. There's another field guide done. I was trying to see where the Daedalian key ended up. There's another field guide nearby.
Not sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster.
Might be above us, I think.
Sure to tell him how very much.
Right, where did the Daedalian key go?
Revelio.
It's not there. I can hear another one nearby. Right, let's go and do gobstones. It's so easy once you start hearing these little dings. I'm thinking, right, let's go there and do that.
More luck than I did tracking down my
Right,
gobstones.
Zenobia, you can have your gobstones back,
Hello,
and that's
Zenobia.
another job done.
I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Absolutely.
Of course. They are yours after all.
So we actually did the Slytherin partial
I
playthrough
shall
quicker
dedicate all
than the
my future
Hufflepuff.
victories to you. Speaking of
I think the house quest wasn't that
now
long.
that I have
Wasn't
all
as
my
long, I
gobstones
suppose.
back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have
And these
so much
side quests are
fun
the
together,
quickest way I think
laughing
of
as all the
leveling up
losers get
XP wise
sprayed,
as well. So that's
which won't
something we need
include
to
me.
try and
Very
get as many of
well,
these
off
done
I
as
go.
possible.
Wish me luck.
Right, that is her gobstones back though. That is
One of
job done.
Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
So 9 more relationship quests to do. We haven't got all of them actually marked up on the quest log because there's still some we haven't gone and got by the looks of things. Now what's this one here? The Hall of Heridonia. That's where we have to go and do the pulsar. We got stuck there last time. We have been there before, we just got stuck. Let's go back and have a look though. We are nearby to it, so we might as well go and have a look.
Revelio.
Where did we enter this last time? Oh, I think I know where we entered. It's this room over here. We just need the pulsar on instead of what we've got. So the pulsar. As I say, we have been in here before, and then we got stuck with one of the puzzles. Let's see if we can solve it this time. The main thing to use is the pulsar. But it was one of the puzzles previously we got stuck on. Does need doing though. So we've solved one of 3 puzzles. So 1 of 3 is solved. So we need to solve this one again. I think we do. We can move these again. There we go. I think that's the first puzzle we had to do. Or the first puzzle's gone and it's just simple as that. Right, this is the second puzzle, I believe, and this is the one we got stuck on last time. And I'm not sure what we need to do here.
I see. The switch reset everything.
So that's the switch to reset. We need to try and get this one across to there, don't we? But it's how we do that. Because once you're there, you've then got to aim down, and we can't. We can see we can get these ones to go left. Oh well, in fact, because we can actually go inside one of these ones accidentally. I've just had a thought. Actually, I think I know what we need to do. Let's reset this. We're inside. We can normally get one of these to show up when we're inside the other. resets because we're inside. So we obviously need to move one of these out. I think I know what we need to do, to be fair. I could be wrong. Can't move it that way. I think we need to move this one to there and use one of the others to climb up. Effectively, we just need to get these to move out. Getting them to move is the problem. Come on, we need you to move. Get them to move at the angle we want them to. Okay, let's reset. I think we reset this, we're inside. That one's now there. There we go. So now this one can be moved across. Where it could before. It's now not moving. It's always the way, isn't it? Come on. If anyone has any ideas how to solve the puzzle, please let me know. I think I'm doing the right thing, it's just getting it to actually do what we want it to do. Come on. Okay, it's not going to do it. Let's try the other way round, shall we? Inside this one. So if we're inside this one doesn't reappear. So that doesn't change anything. But we need to get these two across. And the pulsar is the only way of doing it. I just thought, can we not? Leviosa isn't going to work. I was just thinking whether the other one would. Whoa! I reset myself. Accio works. I didn't know Accio works there. Okay, we've solved. I think we've solved it. Also, no, we haven't solved it. I didn't quite get a plan, did it? Does that one not move further forward? No. I've reset ourselves because it was inside it. So hang on. If we move this one first, goes to there. They will fall underneath it, won't they? Okay, I think I know what we need to do. So if we move back, Bombard. Accio to there, also to there. There we go. We need to bring them across. Okay. And obviously, if we jump on here, we should be able to move this top one further forward. You're not going to go any further forward, are you? Okay. We can climb up though. And that will be the second puzzle solved. We actually got stuck there last time, mainly because I didn't think you could use any other spell other than Pulsar. But it seems you can use other ones. Right, last puzzle. So now we know we can use other spells. It's not so bad. Okay. Let's have a look. So we need to get across. Okay. They obviously move. So let's move those. There we go. We can obviously jump to here. Accio to there. Okay, that's us there. I didn't quite go the way I wanted it to, did it? I think they're the only ones we can move actually as well. Can we move these out at all? Move it there. Obviously we can't make that jump. Can we though over here pull them this way? Yeah. So they're now over there. To there. Because all we need is to get them across here if we can. So if we now pull across, they're there. Okay, kind of gone too far there, haven't they? Okay, they went too far forward. Although, do I want to pull one so it's separate? I don't know. If we move across, can we do one on its own? No, okay, so they are as a double. Okay. May need to reset this. I don't think we've got it this time round. I think we've moved them in the wrong kind of position. Because ideally we want them to go up. I don't think anything's going to happen there. Jump across to here. Might be alright. Move them up here. And then Accio again. Right, they're there. It's a tough one, this one. We obviously can't make the jump there, so ideally we need them there. It's how do you get those to the right positioning? Obviously the pulsar will move them across. Won't do anything from there. There's blocks above us, but I don't think they do anything. They're the only two blocks that move. I don't think there's any others. It's better check we've not missed a block high up we could use. We need to bring these back, but we need to get them so they slot into there. I wonder if I can just do it. I've got to be quick, maybe. No. I don't know if it is a timing thing or not. Because we can get them into that corner, then that's job done. But I don't know if it is a timing thing. I can't jump up there, but I can jump up there. Okay. Yeah, I've not no way of getting that done in the right timing, I don't think. I've done 2 of the 3 of these. We know we can use Accio. Descendo. Hang on a second. Can we use Descendo? And can we use... In fact, let's move that to there. Let's move that to there. I'm wondering if we can use a few different things here. So, can we use Descendo? No. The Descendo doesn't work. Defendo doesn't work either. Okay, that's interesting. Right, we know we can pull them this way. And then we can pull them down towards us if we wanted to here. And then from there we can move them across. But again, we're still that little area of being able to get into this bit, aren't we? We need to get across here. And from there we can't. I'm guessing... Let's try something. Only because I'm curious. Let's see if this works. Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
No. I thought that'd be too easy. If we could move them manually, be a little bit easy, wouldn't it? Right, somehow we've got to get them into that gap so we can get across to that bit and then manoeuvre them that way. That's what we kind of need. There's definitely not a second block we've missed, is there? By the looks of it. I'm not too sure how to get them into where we need them, to be honest. Because as soon as we try and pull them back, they're going past us here. And what we actually need is them in that gap. And we have tried timing it so we hit them and then get them across, but it doesn't seem to work. So we've got to be that quick. Yeah, it's not quick enough. Okay. There's obviously something we're missing, but I'm not sure what it is. That wasn't what I wanted to do. And I've got to... Can we stand on them and do it? I don't think we can. No. There's always hope we could stand on them and it'll do the same thing. But there's obviously something we're missing here, but it's what is it? I definitely can't make that jump. That's the big thing. We can get them to go across this way. No, I didn't want to do that. But they can't do anything else here. We can't get them to go higher or anything. Yeah, there's something. I feel like there's something we're missing. I just don't know what it is. I'm saying that. Hang on. Where are the blocks that block them? What happens if we go down? Sort of thought. Can we get them to go higher? There we go. They're against the wall. Okay, we could. So they won't go higher than what they are then. Okay, I did wonder that. So that's a way across there, but obviously we're missing that jump there, aren't we?
Revelio.
So make sure we haven't missed something obvious. That's a reset point. That's fine. We saw there's a block we've just not seen that we could have used. But yeah, if anyone has any ideas, please let me know. I'm all ears. None of these blocks can move, can they? So there's a chest up there. Oh, actually, we can actually get that chest if we wanted to by pulling them back and going up there. But yeah, I think that's where they need to be last. But obviously, it's getting them to that point before that. Pull them this way. Wrong way. There we go. So we can actually get that chest in a second. At least that's something gained. There we go. It's not obviously the way out, unfortunately. There we go. I didn't think it would help us massively. Right. I need to move them. I need these to move that way. I can pull them actually, to be fair. I've reset the puzzle because we're in it. Right. So we know how to get to the ending. We just don't know how to get to this bit done. So there's something we've got to do here that we haven't figured out. Now we know a couple of different spells work. It's now just a case of... sorry, I'm just moving things back. Trying to figure out what the best way of doing this is. We can't get them to go up. But there's obviously a pattern I've done the wrong way. There's a pattern we've got to do here to actually get the blocks to where we need them. And I've just thought about it actually. How about... no, wrong button. To there. To there. I think I've solved it. And I don't believe I've missed it all this time. Okay, can I pull them now? Why is it simple when you just take a step back and look a second time? Okay, now I think I need to reset it because of where they'll be. Now we pull them out and we pull them across. Oh, come on, it's been that simple the whole time.
That's the last of them.
That's always the way, it's just the simplest answer.
I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left.
Yeah, it's always the simplest answer is the one to go for, isn't it? Sometimes you overcomplicate things and make it harder than it needs to be, and that was it. But that is the puzzle solved. Right, we need to return to the girl who gave us the quest. She is just above us. I won't do Revelio for a minute because otherwise I'll get sidetracked and go and clear a load of other stuff. Where is she? Should I have fast travel? Does that make life easier? She's actually quite away. Probably should have fast travelled, to be fair. Not too sure where she is offhand.
Revelio.
Have we done this puzzle? I don't know if we've done this puzzle or not. These puzzles just need to be... I think it's Leviosa for that one.
Leviosa.
I think we've already done it because he's actually levitating.
Revelio.
There is there's something to pick up here. I think it's above us. We'll ignore it for the minute. I will get carried away and then forget what we're actually trying to achieve because I'll see something. Let's go and do that. Right, let's hand this mission in.
Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the
we did it. Herodiana is done.
Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time.
The fact is, we didn't need Depulso to solve it.
You're my second favourite hero.
Accio helped us more than anything else. So that's another quest done, though, at least. A bit more XP in the bag.
Revelio.
Has this one not been solved? Oh, we can solve this while we're here. So, 3 plus 0 is 3. So we need 2, so that would be the weird shaped thing. That one there. Unicorn plus 4 equals something and 12. So unicorn is 1, that's 5. Gives us 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the squid thing with the eye. There we go, that should be solved. Nice and easy. What's that one?
Revelio.
There's a chest. We won't get any decent gear anymore until we get legendary chests. We don't generally get much gear. That's a level 1 lot. What's behind this? We need one more demiguise as well. We have got another match to play outside as well. And I think that's the last one in that quest line as well. So we may go and do that in a second. What have we got? We've got another 50 minutes left. So the more we can get done now, the better.
Revelio.
Don't know whose room I'm in.
Aloha Mora.
The lock chest, this one. What's this going to have inside? Don't find many lock chests, so this will be interesting. There we go, that's that lock done. I just want this third and final demiguise. I think it's 13th demiguise. That's what I want.
Revelio.
Right, is that everything in here picked up? There's a note in here. Thank you for your recent submission regarding celestial anomalies. Okay. That's another chest. And then it's everything done in here. Nothing else is... what's that? That's a cat. Perfect. Right, so that's that done. Nothing's even tingling to say there's something nearby to pick up. We've got up here... Have we done... I don't think we've done this. It wouldn't be blue if we have.
Leviosa.
So that's that one done. Another field guide done.
Revelio.
I hear a dinging somewhere. Need to look at quests as well. I could be running around for ages trying to find the dings. But really, we should be focusing on quests, I think. That's the room of requirement. We've been here a fair few times.
Had no prospect of success.
Okay. Let's stop running around aimlessly and actually focus on things we can do. If we go here, we have got a quest to do. It's one more Summoner's Court match. This is the final one, so let's head there and complete this. That's another quest line then finished. As I say, we need one more of the unlocking puzzle things to solve, and then that is done for level 3. We're facing Professor Ronan himself. We are.
You're my Summoner's Court opponent, Professor
After
Ronan.
this, we'll go and see if the grotto can be accessed
Professors
when we're
are
not
allowed to
Slytherin
have
as well.
fun once in a while too, you know.
Right.
Of course.
Got to beat him.
I look forward to playing against you.
And I you. I've been playing this for eons, so you haven't a chance of winning. How about we get started?
I'm guessing
anyway?
this will be tricky.
I'm ready.
No time like the present.
Oh wow, okay. That's interesting.
Accio.
I want to see how the ball reacts to going up there. Okay. One of his balls has fallen off. That's perfect for us. I want our ball not to fall off. I'm going to change spells. I haven't actually got the right spell on at the minute. There we go. Stop. No! I was trying to take the advantage. I should have probably not gone for the 100.
Yet another opportunity to learn and improve.
Yeah, try to push it for the 100 and probably shouldn't have done. So you're going to get here 50. So we need to match that at least. I think his knock his ball off would be ideal. Stay. There we go. That's perfect from us. Don't get on the 100. No, he's come down. Perfect. So actually, we just need to move our ball. You got 10 points. So we just need to move our ball and we've won. There we go.
And there you have it. Yet another opportunity to learn and improve. Delightful to see such mastery from one young
I think that's that quest line finished as well. See what he has to say.
Well done. You've beaten me at my own game.
I had a good teacher.
A flatterer, I see. Although I dare say it's not unwarranted. I shall accept the compliment humbly. As the new Summoner's Court champion, you have earned a token of recognition. Do not let it go to your head.
Okay. Bit more XP as well for doing that. So that is done. So what we wanted to have a quick look, there was a grotto, wasn't there, that we went to in our partial Slytherin playthrough. It is roughly around here. So what I'm thinking is let's go and have a quick look and see if, I can't put it, there we go. See if it's there for us here and if we can get inside. We've got every spell in the game, Noam. Because we've finished it, we've got every spell in the game. Which spell did you want to see? We've got all the the unforgivable curses. We don't use them though. But yeah, there isn't a spell we haven't got now. Right, my thinking was we try and get to the same grotto that we saw the Slytherin playthrough do, and just see if there's anything there. It's alright, no worries, no. So this is our main playthrough again now. We've finished the Slytherin partial playthrough. We're back to our main playthrough now. Right, the grotto was through here. Can't enter while mounted, okay. Swim. So this was the grotto we did in our partial Slytherin playthrough. Let's see, I don't think we can access it, but it'd be cool to have a look at least. Yeah. So this is where you'd go to in our Slytherin playthrough, but we can't access it from here. I'm guessing I can't light this up either. No. So that's where we had to put the toast previously. Right. Let's have a look. Quest-wise, what do we still got? Can't do that until we get level 3 unlocking. Floating candles. Let's have a look at this. There's another quest we need to finish. Floating candles. So there's a bridge somewhere, a hidden forest. I don't really know where that wants us to go, and I don't think having it marked up is going to help. So somewhere there's a bridge, but I don't know where that is. We also need to look for the flue we haven't gained as well. There's a flue of mist. I think we haven't got them all. They're all done. All done. Yeah, we've done it. We've got every flue, I think. I don't know really what we need to do for this one in terms of following where this wants us to go. So, forest bridge with candles on the end. Lumos is needed. I will take a picture of the map bit, just because it saves me keep going into it. But it's, yeah. And it's near a hamlet somewhere, by the looks of things. I don't think the quest gives us any clue where to go, does it? The map portrays a forest, bridge and candles. So a forest would be the Forbidden Forest, I would assume. That's Forbidden Forest there. Let's head there first then and see if we can figure this out. Yeah, let's have a look at the Forbidden Forest and see if it's near here.
See you, my young friend.
Although I don't know where candles are. So that's the Forbidden Forest that way. No, Forbidden Forest is that way, in fact. There's a bridge here. And those are notices. Okay. There's no candles this side of the bridge, though, is there? It's actually not a wooden bridge either, actually. I think it's that one. I think it's this bridge it's on about. But I can't see where the candles are. Maybe we need to turn it to night time, possibly. Let's see if the candles come up there. There's something on there. What's this? A love letter. Apollonia.
Revelio.
Yeah, I can't see. I think this is the right bridge because that's the warning signs the map showed. There's the woods there, for the Forbidden Woods. I can't see another bridge anywhere. There's actually something in the water there we can actually go and pick up. The thing, what we do is we go and grab this and then we'll change it to night time and see if that makes a difference. Because obviously, candles to be lit needs to be night time, doesn't it? Really. We'll grab this will give us some gear. It probably won't be our level. No, never is. Okay, let's change it to night time and just see if that makes a difference. I've just got a feeling that's the bridge there it's talking about. I love the trumpeting flowers. Right, let's change it to night time and see if anything changes. Obviously, it does say we need to use Lumos. So, let's do that and see if anything happens.
Lumos.
Ah, there we go. Candles.
Wonder where they're heading.
So we followed the candles. Where were you going, candles? We're following the candles. So we've actually got to where we needed to be.
The candles seem to be leading into the Forbidden Forest.
Too. Right. If we have to defend ourselves, we will do. Let's follow the candles and see where we go. I'm happy that we managed to solve that because it was getting a bit tricky trying to figure out exactly where we need to go. Alright, where are we going? Candles? They zip around, don't they? Where are you going? You're going up here, are we?
The treasure must be nearby. I suppose a picnic in the Forbidden Forest could seem
romantic. Oh, look at that.
To some.
So this was the Apollonia picnic that Richard wanted to take her on.
Treasure hunting
Richard
suits
Jackdaw.
me.
That is the Ghost of Our Love quest complete. That's another one done. That was quite cool. Okay, what else have we got left now? What's nearby? There's a bandit camp we haven't done there. There's a field guide page there and a Merlin child. So let's go and do the bandit camp since we're nearby. Okay. I was going to say we should be able to fly, but that is very cool. A little picnic in the thing. Now I know there is a quest. There's a trophy for doing sneaking. What's the one where you? This one where you're invisible. You can do an attack with that one, can't you? Afterwards. Well, there is a trophy for doing that a certain amount of times. So let's see if we can do this a couple of times at least without being seen, if we can. Just because it will all add up that way then. Yeah, Petricum Totalis, that one. We've got to do that. I don't know how many times it is for the trophy, but if we've got an opportunity to do it now, we'll try and do a few. At least that adds up. We have done a few of these elsewhere as well. But it all adds up. That's the thing. Who's left? Is it just that one left?
I'm always given the dull task.
Yeah, we haven't really sneaked into many camps, you see. We've kind of done them... We've just gone full on combat a lot of the time. Where's the chest we need to pick up? This one here. We are being spotted because I've seen the bodies. We've actually cleared the camp because we've done the chest we needed to grab. There we go. So camp is done. There's nothing else here to do. I can hear two people talking though. I just thought we might go... yeah, we're done with it. We can go loud again. So that's a few more added to that that list at least. Like I say, it is needed for a trophy. So it's something we do need to try and do a bit more of when we go to camps and things to clear them. Let's go and grab the field guide. We'll do the Merlin puzzle whilst there. And then we'll have a look at what other quests we need to finish off. We've still got another half an hour, 35 minutes of the stream left. So plenty of time to try and get a lot more towards this platinum done. Okay, what do we got here?
Revelio.
What is this field guide? Ali Hosty Fudge. Made of the leaves of the Ali Hosty tree, this fudge is a delightful confection. Causes uncontrollable laughter. Someone's left some fudge out and about. I do think the views are really cool. Right, where's this Merlin trial? It is nearby, it's there. So we'll head up there and see what we need to do for it. We may have already accessed this one before, I think we have. No, we haven't, it's a new one.
Surprise.
I don't know how many Merlin trials we actually have left to finish, to be fair. I don't think there's many. So this is one we need to gather the insects and put it inside.
Lumos.
So one there. That's one done. Some over here as well. There we go. I haven't turned Lumos off actually, we just need to walk by them and they come up towards us anyway. That's number 2. And then the last lot of insects are over here. And that'll be that one done as well. And that'll be another Merlin trial to add to the list. As I say, I don't know how many we've cleared now. We've cleared quite a few.
What's that?
I'm not entirely sure how many. It's always nice when you've cleared something else as well. Add it to the list. Okay, let's have a look. Obviously, there's loads of Merlin trials still to do. Rather than just run around randomly doing them, I'd like to actually try and focus on clearing a few things. There's an infamous foe there. So a demiguise here. Let's have a look. It's not going to tell me. It's Treasure Vault, Full Barton Castle. There is a field guide page, but there's no. It doesn't say it's a demiguise. The thing is, I know we need one more demiguise for the all unlocking done. So I think our best bet. Hogsmeade, there is how many demiguises we haven't got? 5. Oh, we've actually got a new mission appeared as well here. So we'll go and pick up this new mission. We know we're missing a few. So we'll pick that up in a second. Let's quickly go to Hogsmeade, see if we can find this last demiguise. And a new mission has appeared there. I knew we're 6 short from what it says in the challenges. I thought we'd gained most of them. Right, demiguise, are you there? I don't think there is one in here, but we haven't been in here, so we'll open up and have a look. But I'd say we need one more demiguise. That's what's frustrating, is we need one. And it's got to be, there's loads around, it's just getting to them.
Revelio.
Right, chest is there. Is that all that's in here? No, legendary chest. So that will give us gear of our level for the first time in quite a while. Let's see what we get here. Well, unidentified neck items. So I'm kind of not opening gear for us currently. Mainly because we know nothing's at our level. So we might as well wait, I think. Does it go anywhere? Yes. That's into the shops. There's nothing else in here. There's no demiguise, annoyingly. That's another house done at the very least. Legendary quest is quite cool to be able to grab that. That's the same house, isn't it? Okay. It's this last demiguise that's annoying me, because I know we've got to find it. What's in here? That'll be nothing major. Oh! Field guide. Tea shop decor. Reflective of proprietor Miss Steepley's taste. This tea shop is awash in the colour pink and frills. Cheery tinkly bell chimes whenever a customer enters.
Revelio.
Is there anything upstairs that we haven't got already? Come on, demiguise. A nice chest. It's not going to be legendary, so it's not going to be gear of our level. And we don't need money anymore, but we will sell all the gear we don't use, as always. Well, we checked at the very least. It's another house, at least we've been in and looked at. There's a page nearby, isn't there? I think it's in here.
Revelio.
There it is, another field guide. The magical mail. These chutes in the post office magically sort various bits of mail. The post office itself houses 200 owls, colour-coded based, and quickly a particular letter or parcel needs to be delivered. There's nothing else in here, so that's the post office. We are, like I say, we are getting there with a lot of the collectibles and stuff. It's just a case of working our way through.
Revelio.
There is something in here to do as well. There's our page. Skiving the Shaft's cats. These cats seem to stay close to Skiving the Shaft's quill shop. Perhaps it's the feather quills that entice them. Perhaps it's the treats the owner often leaves for them. I think there's everything in here, isn't it? So we are picking stuff up that needs doing. It's just not what I actually want to have picked up, which is the demiguise.
Revelio.
I think that's level 3 unlocking, so we can't go in there until we get another demiguise. I think there's a demiguise up there according to that. Let's have a look. So tricky to see sometimes where they are unless you're in a shop itself. I thought I saw one. Flying page there though, we need to grab that. There we go. Another flying page over there as well. Is it a flying page or is it a moth?
Revelio.
No, flying page. Missed it. Come on, flying page, come here. There we go, flying page dump.
Revelio.
There's a chest in here.
Hello. And how would one like to be styled today?
We've not been in this shop.
Warrior you're in line for, taking that
Feels like we haven't been in this shop, to be fair. We can sell our stuff to her in a second. The hairdressers, by the looks of things. Right, there is a page we're missing here. The hair keeps changing. Is it in this shop or is it elsewhere? I think it's elsewhere. Right, we'll sell all the gear to her anyway.
Hello.
If we can.
Oh, come in.
So yeah, we've not actually been in here previously.
Welcome to Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium. I'm sure I've no need to introduce myself.
Well, I don't
They
really
used
know
to
who
call
you
me
are.
Snelly. Oh, Snelly, why aren't you studying to be an aura? But I showed them. They're stuck in the dust at the ministry, and I'm here thriving. Absolutely thriving. But look at you. Look at you. I can certainly see why you paid me a visit.
Can you now?
Looking for a change, are we?
No.
Why not, I say?
Oh,
What sort
that's
of
the wrong
change?
one. I should have
Some
gone
are
no.
going for that Muggle with consumption, sort of. Death becomes me allure.
Really?
But you won't find poisons here. No need for chloride of lime or ammonia when you have magic. Why don't you spend a moment choosing how you'd like to look?
I'm leaving it as
you can
is.
change your hair too if you'd like.
No, we're good. We're good. Let's see his services. I'm curious. What does she offer?
What is it you might be interested
Oh,
in?
so we can just change everything. So if you want to go back and change what your character looks like, you can go and do that whenever you want. From that shop there. We hadn't actually been in there before.
Revelio.
So that was definitely different. I'll give you that. Never did find this demiguise that we're after, did we? Right, let's go and pick up this quest then. We haven't done this quest. Or picked it up. There's a field guide here. Or a field guide dump. But this is a new quest that we haven't seen before. So whilst here, let's pick it up. See where it wants us to go. Another thing done that way.
Oh,
we have already cleared all the collectibles in here anyway.
Excuse me, sir. Are you all right?
Right, what does he need?
But I don't want to trouble a student with my woes.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I'm not so sure. Name's Crispin Dunn, by the way. I trade in the surrounding hamlets. Do the most business in Arranshire.
Okay.
A lovely little hamlet. Just stunning gardens. Just the other day, the Daily Prophet ran an article on its scenic hedgerows. Actually, before I go on, I should ask.
We're going for spiders then, by sounds of things.
Spiders?
No. We're not afraid.
Don't bother me at all. You'd be
Spiders
impressed
can
by
be
how many I've
squashed.
dispatched lately.
Lucky you. The hamlet's overrun with the vile things, and they're acting abnormally.
I'm guessing we're going to the hamlet to get rid of all the
I'm
spiders.
concerned about my customers, of course, but it appears that most of the hamlet's residents fled to safety. It's my friend Mary I worry about. I haven't heard from her, and I fear she's trapped in her cottage.
Understandable, but why don't you check on her yourself?
Because he's afraid of spiders.
But I have a crippling fear of the
he's scared of
which I,
spiders.
unlike you, seem
So
incapable of conquering.
he wants. He's scared. He's worried about his friend being trapped because of the aggressive spiders. He can't go and help her because he's scared of them, which is fine. So we need to go and take out the spiders for him.
Reached out to anyone who would listen.
I was laughing because I guessed correctly that he was scared.
But evidently they have.
My little boy's scared of spiders as well, to be fair.
It seems this little hamlet has to fend
We took
for
my
itself.
stepson a while back, well, a long time ago now, because he's in his 20s now. But we took him to London Zoo one day, and they have a walking spider exhibit, and he's scared of spiders, horrendously scared. And we walked into the spider enclosure, walked through. He didn't know what it was, and it was only when I turned around to him and said, "Look up," and he saw this massive great spider straight above his head. He quickly moved out of the walkthrough, but it was hilarious. For me, anyway. I know it's a crippling fear for people. You know, I have a fear of water, so I can completely understand how fears work.
Why are there so many spiders in Arranshire all of a sudden?
I honestly don't know. I've never seen so many spiders in all of my life. It's almost as if someone's breeding them. They've trapped the entire hamlet in webs. I was lucky to escape it all. Mary always has a
Okay,
way with
let's
these
go and deal
beasts.
with some spiders, shall we?
Concerning not to hear
Clear the hamlet.
I'll try my very best, Mr. Dunn.
And I'd say this is a new mission. It's going to give us XP as well. It's something else that needs doing.
To help, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. They'll find Arranshire southeast of Hogsmeade, just below the train
Obviously, we've been there before, I'm pretty sure. We must have been there before. Either that or it's a flu we've not seen yet, which I'll be surprised. So, world map it is. Let's have a look. Down south. Yeah, we've been here before and cleared everything here. So, we'll head there anyway. For those that aren't aware, there is a vote ongoing on our community page for the next main live stream game once we platinum
Best keep an eye
Hogwarts.
out for spiders.
Right, there's a spider, there's a spider, there's a spider, everywhere there's a spider. So actually, they're 3 levels below us, these spiders. We've already done the... we have already completed the trophy for using magic on everyone. There are a lot of them here, I'll give you that. Their health is dropping down dramatically. I don't know if it's because the amount of them that are here, maybe. Right, now some of them dealt with at the very least. Another Another one down there. Another one down. We've got the ancient magic, we might as well use it for the minute. I always try and have some. Right, still one around here by the looks of it. There it is. I see you. There we go. Need completed the challenge of being...
Surely that's the last of them.
I reckon that's not the last of them, is it? Due to the plague of spiders, I've decided to temporarily leave my home again. This is only a temporary arrangement. I'll be back once everything has been cleared up, and I expect my house to be exactly as I left it. No spiders, no vagrants, no arguments. Right, I'm guessing there's going to be more in this house. There's a lot of webs around the house, isn't there? Let's clear the web. Nope, okay. Oh, there's a webbed pie in the house.
This must be Mary.
That must be Mary.
Woman.
I have delivered the spider venom as requested. Prompt payment is now due. Thank you for the like orders, much appreciated. The new cluster of spiderlings in my cellar workshop have almost hatched. I can provide more venom soon. Once, of course, I'll be compensated for the last delivery. So Mary here...
If Mary was breeding these things in her cellar, that means there are more underground.
Yeah, so Mary here was breeding the spiders for the venom. So this outbreak of spiders in the hamlet is down to her, to be fair.
Revelio.
I'm guessing we need to go to her cellar. But to go to her cellar, we're going up. Is there anything in our house? We'll check the house first. There's nothing here, is there? So we need to find... Oh, cellar's outside. So the entrance to the cellar is outside the house. I always assume a cellar is inside the house. But no, this one is outside. It is over here. So she is the reason this hamlet is in a bit of trouble. We need to go and deal with the spider infestation. Okay. Well, the rats are here, so they're not minding the spiders, are they?
If this is where Mary bred the spiders, they're not here now.
It's because they've all run away.
Revelio.
That's why they're not here now. They've all gone up top side. Right, there is going to be a few things to pick up by the looks of things. It's in there.
Well, this isn't a good sign. These spiders have gone somewhere.
Yeah, can't find the spiders as of yet. We know they're going to appear. Just where are they? I can see spiders.
A ladder. Not sure I want to know where this leads.
Well, we haven't got a choice, have we? Down the ladder we go, into the spider's
nest. I'd best be ready for whatever I may find down there.
Okay. Big spiders. Matriarchs.
Egg sacs. I need to find and destroy all of these before the situation
gets we've got egg sacs here. And spiders now coming in as well. We are going to... I need to change spells. There's a spell that I'd rather have on instead of Levioso, so let's change that. Just because Glacius we've actually done in our talents. We need to spend more talent points. That's something we haven't really used much with our talent points.
I should get the rest.
A little bit of hit there. So far so good though. 100 spiders defeated in total. That's a challenge complete for spiders. Right, egg sacs. One there. One there as well. Are all the egg sacs in this room? I think it is. What's through here? So I can't believe we've only just found this quest, to be fair. There's a little chest over here. Can't get to it through there. Is this door open? It does. Right, what do we got in here? There's a spider. I didn't see him there. Where did he come from? I think he came from above us. Yeah, I didn't see him till the last minute. That was quite interesting. Okay, nothing else in here. There's no egg sacs is what I'm looking for. There's a few chests we're going to need to figure out how to get to. This way, let's run this way.
I hate to think that they see me, but I don't see them.
Yeah, we definitely don't see them. Okay, this is the chest we saw from the other side. think this is how we get to the egg sacks through here. I'm expecting to be ambushed. I think that's a given, isn't it? Right, egg sack there. More big spiders. Scurry dealt with. One's down. And that one's dealt with as well. That's the egg sack blown up. Ah! That's my own fault, I stood in the wrong place. Reacted the wrong way there. Is that one down?
Revelio.
Nothing there to pick up. Right, more egg sacks here. I'm expecting more spiders to attack.
Half finished. But I need to destroy all the egg sacks.
We are destroying all the egg sacks, or we're getting there anyway.
Revelio.
Chest there as well. Okay, I think that's that way now done. I think we're heading back to get through the other way. I think that is now a dead end there. Okay, that's blocked off. What is over here?
Revelio.
Another chest. More little spiders running around. That chest done. Big spider. They can just appear out of anywhere, don't they, these spiders?
Not my fault you're a deadly great spider.
Right, where else do we need to go?
Revelio.
This is the way we can. Oh no, more egg sacks up here. So we haven't been this way. I was doubting whether we'd already been here or not. What's another big spider? That one down. More spiders. Whoa, one came from beneath. It's always one that catches you out like that.
Bombarder.
There we go, it's falling down. It may come back up in a minute. I think it's dealt with. I think it died as it fell down. Right. More egg sacks. Infestation is definitely understatement of how many spiders are here, isn't it?
Revelio.
Well, what else have we got? Another egg sack.
That's the last of the spider sacks.
Okay. I finally found the perfect place to breed my spider colony. It was quite literally under my nose the whole time. My cellar. Well, I didn't think of this before. Why isn't anyone for that matter? My spiders are growing big and strong, and the silk they produce will make me a fortune. I'll have wealth at last. No more scrimping on frocks when I'm in town. She's marvellous.
I suppose
she
I
actually
know
thought.
what happened to Mary Portman now.
Yeah, she thought
breeding the spiders.
she was going to make a lot of money from the spiders. There's another chest down there we haven't picked up yet either. So we've got to try and see if we get to that.
Revelio.
Where's that chest? It's over that way. There's obviously a route we've not seen. There's a room there we've not been to, by the looks of things. I don't think we get through from here, unless... No, the wall doesn't lead anywhere, so somehow we've got to get round and down. That doesn't go anywhere, it seems. I think I can jump down, but other than that... There we go. Oh, this is why we couldn't get into it. Now there's a matriarch. Right, so we have a matriarch here now as well. Try and deal with that first. Not too worried about the others, just deal with the matriarch first. And the matriarch is dealt with. I did the wrong button there. I went to protect when I shouldn't have done. Right, Scurrier is down. Got a Scurrier here. I'm not dodging out of the way in time there, so I've been taking a few hits. Right, there we go, the ambusher, you can stop. Ambusher down. We don't need the spider venom, to be fair. We're only grabbing it there. Right, this is where the chest we saw was that we hadn't grabbed yet. This looks to be a different way out of the cellar, I think. Anything else to pick up? For the money. We will have to sell our gear shortly. We're going to run out of space shortly, I think. More spiders. I'm pretty sure we're going to face some more spiders yet. It's not quite over.
Oh, wait. That's the last one. She's angry.
She is the insatiable spider. I've not seen an insatiable spider before, so that's different. Although, to be fair, it wasn't very strong. That's the insatiable spider already defeated. I was expecting that to be a bit stronger, to be fair. We are over leveled though by about 10 levels, to be fair. Is that all of them? No, still one to deal with. Where's it gone? It's underneath us, isn't it? There we go. Spiders dealt with. Chest over here to grab. Yeah, we're a little bit over leveled for this quest. Most quests, the levels have been really good. The enemy seems to level up with you to a degree and be slightly over your level some of the time. This one, it was under. So obviously made the insatiable spider a little bit easier to beat. Well, I'm pretty sure there's nothing else to pick up. I'm not too fussed about spider venom. I think we are done here. So we now need to return to Crispin Dunn in Hogsmeade and let him know what happened to his friend, but also where the spiders have gone. We've dealt with them. I know the little red markers are showing up on the mini-map, but they're the little tiny ones, which we can't, unless they attack us, we can't do anything about. Right, up the ladder we go. Still got about 10 minutes of the stream. I've got plenty of time. See if we can get something else done in the time that's left. There's nothing else up here we missed, was there? I don't think there was. That's a dead end. I have to make sure we've done everything in every area, that's the thing. Okay, I think that's where we're going out over there. Come here, up the stairs. We can fast travel back to Hogsmeade as well, so that's not too bad. Okay, so Hogsmeade is where we need to head to. Back in Hogsmeade over here. And he is in the pub, isn't he? So let's head there. There we go. So we'll have this mission in. That's another mission out the way and finished.
Does it get any more cosy than Hogsmeade?
We still need a demi, guys. We need one more for level 3 unlocking. So I need to find one of those sooner rather than later, I think. But let's hand this in first. We know there's some in Hogsmeade. It's just finding them. Can't go any quicker. He has to walk slowly in here. Right, Crispin.
Mr. Dunn?
Or Mr. Dunn, I should have said.
Thank Merlin. About my sweet friend Mary.
Right. She was an innocent victim. She wasn't innocent. She was a victim of her own greed.
Poor Mary was breeding spiders in her home for profit, and vastly underestimated their propensity to multiply.
I don't like lying, so we've got to tell the truth.
What untoward scheme were you involved in? If she needed financial assistance, she could have just come to me. She didn't deserve this. Few do.
I am sorry about your friend. But you'll be relieved to know that I cleared out the spiders. It's safe to return now.
You? You cleared out the spiders? I can't believe it, but I'm certainly relieved. I imagine the first order of business will be to help the amulet rebuild. I suppose I have nothing to fear from dead spiders.
Indeed you don't.
That's the spirit. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you again for all you've done. I shall keep you apprised of the hamlet's rebuilding.
Glad I could be of help, and I look forward to visiting your shop the next time I'm in Arranshire.
There we go, that's the quest complete.
Departed Mary.
We can actually speak to him and sell goods.
We'll learn to appreciate his new surroundings at the Hog's Head. Was thinking of doing some redecorating myself before you.
What sort of thing are we looking for?
I'm looking to sell. We'll buy the Manor Suite while we're here.
A fine choice indeed.
So anything we picked up that's no good for us, that isn't going to help us, will be sold. Anything unknown we'll save, because we don't know what level it's going to be at. But we very rarely pick anything up now that's our level or better. Apart from the unidentified items. That's the only things that potentially could be better for us than what we already have. I haven't changed gear in ages just because there's been no need to. I think once you get to a certain point, the gear kind of becomes a grind more than anything else. And there's obviously a bit of RNG luck in it involved in terms of getting stuff that's better for you with the traits you want, although you can make your own traits as well.
Thank you for stopping in. Be sure to visit us again soon.
It's got to help his business where possible. So we just took a lot of money off him, to be fair. Right, we've got about 10 minutes left. I need a demiguise. You know there's one here, it's just finding it. In fact, I know that house is locked. There's a demiguise in. Is that demiguise in here? I think it is. That's level 3 lock though. We can't unlock that house. What about in here? There's a chest in there. I'm not too worried about the chest. I want demiguise. I think there was one in a pub around here, if I remember correctly. But I don't think we went back and collected. Or did we?
Revelio.
I'm not sure. Let's have a look. We may have collected this one previously. Ah. Field guide though. We have been in here, so maybe we did pick it up whilst here. Can't see it anywhere. Okay. It's worth a look. The problem is we only need one more. So it's finding the last demiguise. I know it's daytime, but we can change it if we do come across this. No demiguise in that house that I can see through Revelio. Come on, there's got to be a demiguise somewhere nearby. Doesn't look like there is one there.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
There is a window we need to be invisible if you want that chest. Not that it matters, to be fair. The chest only gives us coins, and we've got thousands, so there's no reason to really go for coins.
Revelio.
Still no demiguise. I think we know there's demiguise here. It's just finding what house they're in. And they may be locked behind level 3 unlocking, so we may not be able to get them anyway. My hope was we'd find one and be back to Hogwarts. There is obviously more in Hogwarts as well. So maybe we've got to go to Hogwarts potentially to get the demiguise we need. Oh, field guide.
Revelio.
Anything else in the Cauldron shop? I don't think we've been in the Cauldron shop, to be fair. Yeah, this is different. We've not been in here before. There's nothing else to pick up. There's just a big cauldron brewing in the centre. So something else to see at the very least. Right. Tomes and Scrolls, we've been in. We know about that one. Anything in this house? No. So I know there's demiguise here, but I just don't know where they are. So let's... What have we got left time-wise? Abandoned old building. Do you know what? Let's quickly head there. Can't fly in Hogsmeade. Abandoned old building. There's got to be a demiguise in there, surely. Otherwise, it is back at Hogwarts. We'll have to get the ones from there. I don't know if we've been to this abandoned old building. That's what made me wonder. Can I fly now? No, still too close. What is the abandoned old building?
Revelio.
Still can't fly. I was hoping I could get up there quicker. There is something around. I think it's up there, to be fair. I can't get up from this side. Which way do we go up? We are running out of time for today's stream. We're nearly there, out of time, but I just want to see what's in this building. It's definitely not something we've looked at, so it's worth having a look at these random places. You never know what you're going to find. There is a page here. Let's see what it says. Abandoned shop. This proprietor of this abandoned shop is said to have used a shrinking charm to aid in storing his inventory. With a slight miscalculation, ended up, for all intents and purposes, vanishing it. Okay. Nice little chest. There is a mirror we need to find. A moth for that one, for the mirror. We've got a lot of mirrors we need moths for. I don't think the moths seem to be the hardest thing to find. There is a book also that's flying around out here.
Revelio.
Where are you? You're there. There we go. Yeah, I've struggled to see moths. That's one thing I've always struggled to find from places as well. Is the moths. Right, we are just about out of time. Let's quickly. Oh, I still can't fly. I was going to have a look at the mill over here, because I don't think we've actually been able to look at that either. All these little places that you kind of don't see that much of during your main playthrough. But actually now, it's a chance to have a look at some of these places. Plus there might be things there we need to pick up anyway. The plan is for next week, obviously, this is still our main live stream game. So that is still ongoing. I need to get across. If I can kind of get out of the water once a minute, hopefully. So next week we'll continue on. I'll have a proper look at trophies over the weekend. Try and work out a decent way of achieving what we need to achieve. Jump over the fence. Seriously? Alright, we'll walk round. We can't jump over. There we go. I just want to see what's in the mill. It's not somewhere we've really been. Where's the bit up? There we go.
Revelio.
There's a chest in here by the looks of things. There we go. Nice little chest. What else we got? There's a mirror that also needs a moth. The one things I always struggle to find. Another small chest there. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. I think that's it for the mill. Other than finding a moth for the mirror. There's a house down here as well. The thing is, I can get carried away and just keep going. I know we need to stop. Level 3 lock anyway. I do need to stop. It's so easy just to keep going. There's not a demiguise in there, annoyingly. Okay, we will stop because I will just keep going and looking at everything and trying to clear things. So the plan is next week, obviously, we'll continue on with Hogwarts Legacy during the morning streams. Trophy-wise, let's just save it and then we'll have a chat. I'll have a look at trophies, see how far we're off as well. But at least we've now done all of our partial playthroughs, so now it will just be trophies which you guys voted to do live. When I had a quick look at trophies, they didn't seem that bad. There's obviously collectibles, Merlin trials and things like that to clear, but they're fairly quick and easy once you get to them. In terms of how many trophies we currently have, I need it to reset to make sure it's real and accurate telling. So we have got 30 of 46 trophies, 45 if you take out the platinum. Not earned. There's a flue missing. There is a flue we haven't achieved, so we need to find a flue. There's side quests with only 91% on complete all side quests, so there's more of those to do. Collections, we need to have a look in the book. Merlin trials, demiguise statues. Defeat a total of 50 enemies using Petricus Totalis, which is where we're invisible, come behind them and stun them. We need to stun 5 more enemies using the Mandrake. Spend our talent points, which we'll wait until we get the max level. Defeat enemies in all battle arenas, so we need to find other battle arenas around the map we haven't seen yet. We need to grow every type of plant, grow every type of potion, breed every type of beast, upgrade a piece of gear 3 times. That's easy enough to clear whenever we're ready. Reach the highest point in the castle, the headmaster's upper study. Something we can achieve. And reach level 40, which is max level. So none of the trophies seem very difficult. It's just a case of spending time doing them. So next week we'll be doing those. For those that aren't aware, there is currently a vote ongoing on our community page for the next main live stream game. That will start whenever we finish Hogwarts Legacy. So if we finish Hogwarts Legacy and get the Platinum Trophy, say Monday, we'll begin the new game that's voted for on Tuesday. So it'll be quite a quick turnaround. The vote currently, Jedi Fallen Order is winning, followed just behind by Last of Us Part 1 with the PS5 edition, and Death Stranding just behind that. So have a look at that if you haven't already. Have your say on what you think we should do next. And whatever that vote says, that's what we're going to do. But that is it for this morning. We are done for this morning. This is the last morning stream of the week. We're back this evening with Batman Arkham Asylum, and tomorrow evening for our relaxed playthrough of The Witcher. So 2 more streams left this week. Thank you all very much for joining us. It's been another incredible day. Killer, thank you. As I say, we're back this evening and tomorrow evening as well, if either of those suit you. And we will see you all soon. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. Enjoy the weekend if we don't see you over it. And hopefully we'll see some of you back Monday morning for Hogwarts Legacy. Thank you all. See you all later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.